Well, howdy there. Give me just a second. I'm gonna try to make sure everything's working like I always do. Streams in the green, flip it over. We're gonna be playing some more Kerbal Space Program today. Namely... Hey, what's up, Zeke? You got here really quick. Holy crap. Namely, we have no goals, but we're gonna be trying to potentially make a new rocket. The Twitch rocket, Twitch and fam. I don't know if I've gotten to it yet. And then if not, we might work on some other stuff like getting the Spaceplanes done and everything else. Since you're here already, Zeke, I assume the stream's running correctly, but I have to double check it on my own. It's not showing the notification on my phone, which is amazing. Hey, it's working. Sweet. Awesome. I could hear my own voice and everything else. Let's smoke a bowl and get this game started. So, in the last stream, we successfully got, I guess in the last two streams, we successfully got to the moon twice. And one time we left Valentina there. That was a shit kind of crash into the moon. Crash it into the space station? I don't think a space station exists in Kerbal yet. But that is a good idea to collide things in orbit eventually whenever I'm trying docking maneuvers. Yeah, I feel like I need a t-shirt that says that is not a sexual reference. But let me smoke a bowl and we will start this up. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be anything drastic happening in this stream, but it should be fun nonetheless. It has been almost every time. Let me smoke and get properly stoned. Oh man, you're going out to dinner? Well, that's cool. If I'm still streaming when you get back, I'll be more than willing to talk to you then. Past that, don't put off a good dinner just for me. I'm not worth it. I'm just a casual stoner playing video games. Cool. Now that I've got that done with, let's resume saved. Streamy, 18% reputation. People don't exactly trust us yet, but we are getting our name out there. Man, that was a good bowl. It wasn't too harsh, had perfect flavor, and I can already feel it hitting me. Mission control. Let's see what else we can get. Explore Kerbal. We need to perform a spacewalk in orbit of Kerbal. This is try to keep your helmet free of bodily fluids. Wow, nice. I read that wrong. This time, try to keep your helmet free of bodily fluids. That would be disgusting. Hell, then let's try to do that. Let me grab that one. Let's do maybe the radial decoupler. Test the heat shield, 2.5. Ooh, we're getting into the large stuff. Toss the test the flea booster at the launch site. Yeah, we can do that. We're gonna be making a weird ass rocket. Haul this in. What is that decoupler? Is that one the like 2.5 meter? No idea. Okay, plant flag on the moon. We can do that later. That'll be worth it. We can get some money. Test heat shield. That one's, I think, too big for us right now. We're not going to be doing that just yet. And I think the radial decoupler, this is once again the too big for us to be doing right now, but I will take it. Let's go to research and development first, because we have plenty of science. Landing stuff. Can we get more landing struts? How do those work? Heavy duty metal detector, but this landing leg certainly emphasizes an important fact in surface landings. You don't need to put a crater in the ground to stop yourself. That might be useful. Hey, there's a heat shield that we wouldn't even have yet. Space exploration. Pegasus mobility ladders. That would be helpful too, to get some ladders on our landers. Sure. Let's get some landers going. Let's get propulsion systems. What does that give us? Ooh, we get some small engines. Oscar B fuel tank. Small space probes or backup tank for other small spacecraft. Do not wish in cold water. Oh, do not wash in cold water or feed after midnight. It always has some stupid little quirk to it. I think space exploration would be our best bet here. Miniaturization, we don't really need. This is like nose cones and stuff like that, right? Or, ooh, Clampatron docking port. That would be cool. What's up, Buckwild Bees? Welcome to the stream. I think we'll just go for a space exploration. We still have plenty of science left. We have 187 left. But I don't really want to waste it on anything. Propulsion systems. That would be useful. But I think I'll wait. 160. Cannot research technologies over 100 science at this level. I assume I'd have to unlock more stuff to get there. That is okay. We are getting there soon. Leave facility, jump in the vehicle building. There we go. What should we start with? Obviously we need a pod. But how should we make this lander? The last one I really liked. A lightweight sphere equipped with remote receivers and relay control input from the ground to the craft. It carries no crew at all, and thus keeping them perfectly safe from all harm. You're fucking stoned out of your mind. Well, sweet, man. I'm getting there. I might smoke another bowl in just a second, then. Try to catch up with you. You're playing Kerbal Space Program as well? Well, sweet. Let's see if we can get to the moon together. We're already getting close with how high we are. I almost couldn't get through that sentence. Let's see here. We don't really need boosters. I kind of want, not yet at least, I kind of want it to be something that doesn't require people. That would be awesome. An unmanned spacecraft. See if I could do it. I think we might need engineers or something for that to work, though. I'm not certain how the unmanned stuff actually performs. Can we toss... Oh, wait. Nope. We need a Science Junior or something on here first. Hitchhiker storage containers. See, that would be great. To have something like that. What if we had, like, a separate vehicle to rescue people? Just for rescues. That would be so awesome. I think I might do that. Oh my goodness, that is too big. Crew cabin. Now that we know how to transfer crew, we could do that. But if we want it to be a lander, I think it'd be better to have that little... What's it called? Mark 1 lander can. That will work. Now with that, we're going to need some fuel. Actually, you know what we could do? That'd put too much weight on the top. I was thinking we could have our fuel tanks above this center portion, and then have like a skipper engine on the bottom, put more fuel tanks on the sides, and have it set up like, well, let's see. If I put one fuel tank up here, this is probably going to be bad, but I'm going to model it like our old lander, which worked pretty damn well. Fuel tanks. Why, they're at the top. I don't know why I'm struggling so much today. Mark 0 liquid fuel tank. Well, that's great and all, but we need liquid and oxygen, so... What is that? Ooh, man, how big is it? It's perfect! Let's toss that on there. This is gonna be the... You crashed into the moon, rip. That sucks, man. Let me get up there. I did many times in a row. You just tried the moon landing and was having problems with hitting the wrong buttons on minis. I get you there, man. I was all over the place, and I'm pretty sure this is going to do the same thing. Now, my whole thought is to have the lander at the bottom so that we can easily get people in and out if we need it. Now, I don't know if that will work. In fact, it probably won't even let us get off the ground, but I'm going to try. We're going to have our swivel engine there. We're going to have some long decouplers. Those are too long. Let's take some small decouplers. Do we need 3 or 2? 2 worked perfectly fine on the last one, so let's do that. Really, we don't even need decouplers. I don't know what I'm thinking. Let's just grab some more fuel tanks. We want some big ones down here to get our weight down. I'm trying to think. Then let's go for the same size that we have up there. Ooh, that looks nice. But I don't know how well that's going to work. Let's toss our heat shields up on top. Wherever them suckers are. There they are, 1.2. Let's toss one on each. Let's bring those down because we definitely don't need that high. 60 would probably be more than enough because they don't actually get used up that much. That's good for me. Let's toss some nose cones on here. We don't have science on this thing yet. Ooh, we could put the big parachutes on rather than nose cones. I think we're gonna do that. I'm so excited about this new lander. I forgot to call it Twitch. Twitch and fam. The next one I'll name after you, Buckwild. Twitch has been a long-time supporter, and he was on the other day, and I forgot to make him a spacecraft. He's probably not going to be on this stream, but it's all good. Now, let's see. We need more power. We need antennas that will totally outlast everything else. Like right here, I guess that will work. Can I rotate that? Rotate is up. Yeah. Grab the small piece. Rotate it so it doesn't have as much drag, though I doubt that matters at all. Go in. Look how badly that thing's been placed. It is not actually touching our spacecraft. That would probably be a problem. Let me grab the move tool. Let me move it in. And on we go. Now, let's get some landing struts. Actually, we might want to put some normal struts on this thing. Looking at it, those are fuel ducts. That's not what I need. I wonder, since these aren't touching, these 3 fuel tanks, I wonder if they're not going to give fuel to this engine. That'll be interesting. Hey, what's up? It's Toka. Welcome to the stream as I try to build a new version of our lander, the Mark II lander, which will probably not work for the first like 50 flights, so stick around. You might see some explosions. I don't know if it's actually needed, but let me put some struts on this because I don't think it adds any weight. Or if it does, I don't think it adds that much weight. And it certainly will help us more than it hurts us. Toss something like that, because I just don't want these things to come flying in and break. Something like so. That works for me. Sweet. What a weird strut setup. That's not at all the same type of struts, but alright. How much closer is that? Not at all. I failed epically on setting those up. Let's move this side out more. This is gonna bug the shit out of me if I don't do it. I could probably set up radial snap or something to make it easier, but who cares? Close enough. Hey, what's up, Fun Bun? Watching Star Wars episode 2 and this at the same time? Well, that's good. At least Star Wars will lose your attention occasionally, and I'll be able to entertain you. I personally don't like the first 3 that much. They're not bad. Like, I'm not one of those I hate it fanboys. There's a lot of people that just jump on the train because they absolutely hate the first couple of movies, and I don't understand that. They're not the best, but I don't hate them. It takes a lot for me to hate a movie. Put these down, and then last one over here. I like the fact that we have bigger struts. It's going to add more weight, which is a problem, but who cares? I can actually bring this strut out a little bit more. Try to match them a little bit better. It works for me. I actually probably want to bring the inner struts just up a little bit. I don't know if that's a good... Oh, since they're duplicated, I won't be able to do that, because if I click on this one, it'll move a secondary one. Okay, we'll just try to get them as even as possible. And hopefully that works. You finally got to orbit in a space station? Well, that's cool. This should be a fairly good rocket. And it should be an easy one if we need to recover somebody, because we have the little landing thing right there. We will need to toss somebody in this rocket if we're going to plan on going to the moon, but we will see. Maybe we'll toss somebody onto the moon and then try to go rescue them with this. Such a bad idea, but it'd be kind of entertaining to watch. Let me get some battery stuff here. Is that in science? No, but I'll toss some science on here while I'm waiting. Thermometer. The barometer. Some science goo. Actually, let's make only one of those because I don't need that much. Thank you, and it just halves it if you have more than one. I'm thinking we can add... Oh, I duplicated the science. Oops. My bad. That was not intentional. Let me put that back over here. I grabbed it from the wrong side. Grab this. Put it back down. That should have deleted the other side. Sweet. Now on this side, let's put some batteries. Electrical. We do need solar panels. We need lots of solar panels. Let's put 2 of those on top. I'm completely forgetting what I'm doing. I'm like, let's put batteries on, and then immediately get distracted with solar panels. There we go. Those work perfectly fine. Get some batteries to store all the solar energy. They really should invest in better battery technology because this stuff sucks. Rechargeable. Ooh, I forgot that was a thing. Nah, I'll just leave it. Alright. Now that should have enough thrust, theoretically, to get it off the ground on its own. That is not touching. Hold on. I can see through that. That would be a problem. Let me move this beach a little bit in. There we go. That works. Now let's save this rocket and see if we can actually hop it up and land it down without it blowing up. Gotta have batteries, lots of batteries. I fully agree. In fact, if we don't have enough batteries in this one, what I'm gonna do is take the lander, the Mark 1 lander down here, and well, good job. I can't right click on it. This thing right here, I'm gonna take it, move it down slightly, and put one of these giant battery packs on. Oops, one of these things. Now, supposedly that'll be a lot better because that's 200 electric charge, and these are only 100 each. But who knows? We'll see. Put one engine on each tank. See, instead of doing that, I have the heat shields, and what my thought is, because we've had such hot re-entries, what I'll do is I'll retract all of... Ooh, that landing gear is a little too high. I'll retract all my landing gear, have it up next to us, and have a third heat shield. I can even show you what my thought is while we're standing here, though I won't save it. I'll have something like a decoupler right here. And another, where's thermal? There it is. And another heat shield on the bottom of that. Now, I know that probably won't work the way I want it to, but I'm going to try. That will slow us down significantly. And then we still have the lander. Oh, I can't do that, actually. We'd have to have a redocking. Damn. I could do that. It'd be great, but I would never be able to use this thruster for landing on the moon or something, which is the whole point. I want it to be able to land on something, grab somebody, pick them up from a crashed, some form of spacecraft, and then we'll come back home. But I'll have to rethink of that. There's gotta be a way to either add radiators maybe to it, to where we can cool down the engine where it doesn't blow up. There's gotta be a way we can cool it down. The legs will burn too. Oh, I can retract those, I believe. But I'm not certain how close in they'll get. They get close to burning every time, but they don't overheat. So far, they've been okay. In fact, I've had more troubles with just spinning out of control because I have a terrible made spacecraft. But we'll see. Worst case scenario, I just start from scratch and do this over again. Mark II. Parachutes are all good. We have one. Okay, for some reason I saw both of them distracted like that. There we go. Whenever distracted. Good job. Both of them expanded like that, and I didn't realize that there was two of them. It looked like there was two in one stack and one on the other, and I was like, where the hell is our third parachute? Save. Yes, because there's nothing more but a small lander. Is there any crew? There is. Valentina Kerbal. Just in case this blows up, let's not have you in there. Save and launch. Because theoretically, I should be able to control it from our space center. And all we're doing is a little hop land. Because I want to see if we have enough thrust with just this booster to actually get off the ground. We do not have SAS. I was hoping that would still activate because we have remote control, but it does not seem so. We do have control. Pitch, yaw, roll. No one's in there, so that's good. Let's hit... I keep hitting T. Let's hit spacebar, throttle up, and see if we can get off the ground. We cannot. But I have a feeling that if we were running low on fuel, because we're never going to come into the atmosphere with full fuel tanks. If we did, somehow I'm miraculously learning this game. So my thought is we'd be on like half fuel. And if we're at half fuel, because we're already able to hover, I'm pretty sure that we would be able to get off the ground. So there'd be no problems there. Put wings, they help to get better control of the ships. I may do that too. Just to help us get aerodynamic control. But if I add wings to the bottom, down here next to the legs, it's gonna make us flip whenever we hit the dense atmosphere, like an arrow. So I don't know. I don't know what would be best. I think the propulsion system as slowing us down with extra fuel would be best. But this looks like a good rocket. What I could do to test it, actually, is go to really low thrust, accelerate time a bit. Will it let me do that? It will indeed. Accelerate time a bit more. Let that fuel burn through. Never mind, because I'm not burning anymore. For some reason it... Oh, it automatically cuts my fuel. Ah, I understand now. Let's just keep going then. Oh yeah, we can get off the ground with even the amount of fuel we have right now. So I have no problem saying that this thing would work perfectly. And look how good it is at receiving those bounces back on the ground. That's great. All right, let's recover vessel. This is a perfect landing vehicle as far as I'm concerned. It may blow up, but I am very happy with it. Done. Go in here. It is the upgraded lander. Now let's start figuring out how the hell to get this thing into space. Probably not going to be as easy as what I'm hoping. Let's make sure none of these start retracted, because that would be a problem. Like so, and like so. Sweet. Give me just a second. My neighbor is at the door. Well, sorry about that. There are 5 people watching the stream now, and it's completely silent. My neighbor came and gave me a bunch of radish leaves. She cut the tops of all of her organic radish and gave it to me for my tortoise. Because I have a very large roaming tortoise in my backyard that I feed natural organic stuff. That was kind of redundant, but who cares? This looks good enough. Are the other landing legs by any chance... Now that I get back into this, yeah, sorry about like that 4 minutes of silence there. Legs. Why am I not ground? There we go. I thought there were landing legs that like laid flat, but I guess not. Even in the other lander, they stuck out a little bit. All right, well, we'll see how that works. Then we need to start working on our next stage. What we could do is try to upgrade with a massive engine, but I don't know if that's a good idea yet. Awesome, what's up? Oh, my tortoise, I assume. I was like, what's going on? I'm trying to catch up on the comments, but once again, because I took off, it's kind of difficult. We need decouplers. Why am I finding this so hard right now? 1 decoupler, stack decoupler. Do I need one for an actual contract? The TT70, that's these, right? Yes. We can use those. It wants us to use the flea solid boosters at the launch site. We've got to do that, even though it's going to be so redonkulous. Test the RT-10 hammer boost solid fuel booster orbiting Kerbal. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Test the TR2C stack decoupler. How big is this? Oh my goodness, it's tiny. I guess that should be for satellites or something. Okay. So we might be able to do... Let's do the flea solid booster real quick, because that's just going to be redonkulous. Let me put the stack decoupler first. Grab that, toss it down here. This is going to be the most ridiculous looking rocket ever. Maybe put a hammer or 2. Actually, oh, I know what I'm going to do. It's still going to be the most ridiculous looking thing ever. But who cares? Let me take that. Let me put some radial decouplers on it. Put 4 maybe. That works. Let's take some flea boosters. This is going to look so stupid. But we're going to get a contract from it, and I might be able to get 2, actually. I take that back. There's no way we're going to get 2 from it, but it's still going to look amazing. Let's grab that. I can actually add more fuel to these fleas, can't I? That's worth a thought. Let me grab some extra fuel tanks. How big are these? Those are perfect. Let me get some nose cones. This is going to be so stupid. Grab aerodynamics, nose cones, toss them on here. How close are those to the bottoms? Looks like they're missing, so that works for me. Let's go down here. First off, let's try to make sure the staging is okay. Funny enough, that works for me. The next one's going to be completely different staging, but once here, coupling, I don't know why I can't understand that. Just in the center, please. Just there. There we go. I don't know how that connected to the center while it was glitching back and forth, but that works for me. Grab another hammer booster. Please subscribe. Trans, you... Like... Hold on. I'm gonna be careful there. You've watched a few of my streams, but please don't advertise like that. You do that again and I will block you. It's kind of obnoxious. That's a pet peeve that I have. Let me run over here, get some radial decouplers. Let me see if I can get 6 of these on there. Probably can't, but why not try? We need the extra weight and wings on the bottom. Let's get these flea boosters. This is so stupid. Toss them on. That looks good enough. It actually doesn't look like they're connected to the decouplers, but alright. Now let's get small fuel tanks on them. Can I get it attached properly to the connection note. Here, rotate my camera. There we go. Now, aerodynamics really doesn't help here. Let's grab the nose cones. And possibly add some wings to the bottom, but it's just adding extra weight here. It's not really going to help us much. Alright, let's see if we can get this redonkulousness into orbit. There's 6 there. They have extra fuel. I want it to fire at the same time as this one. And then I want them to decouple all at the same time because it doesn't really matter. Then I want these to fire too. Alright, let's see if this works because it's going to be the most ridiculous thing. This is going to go fast? I don't know about that. It's going to be kind of redonkulous. There's so much weight and they're using such small engines, so I had to compensate. And I don't know if I overcompensated because this is entirely possible. Oh, that's something I kind of need. Revert flight to vehicle to simulate. Let's put somebody in this because if we do happen to get into orbit or somehow we can get to the moon with this, it would be awesome to plant a flag. Crew. There's no way, but still. Let's toss Valentina or Summer. Both of you look like you're about to level, but Valentina, you have a little bit less experience, so let's toss you in there and get you up. Launch! This is gonna be so stupid. And up we go. You gotta love the Dumpty Dumpty music that's going on in the background. SAS. And throttle up, though it doesn't really matter. Go! Oh, we do have a lot of thrust. I didn't think we'd have that much thrust. Nice. Now, what's gonna happen with that engine? Oh, that's not nearly enough thrust. That's not nearly enough right there. That's what I was thinking was going to happen. So we need to bring the burn speed of these engines down by a lot. Should you replace your GTX 750 to a 1060 3GB? I would. But that's just me personally. Yeah, we're not even going to get close to getting out into orbit. We're gonna need such a bigger freaking rocket for that. I wonder, how could we do so? There's gotta be a way. Alright, hold on. Let's revert flight. Well, let's see where this goes. Worst case scenario, we'll come landing back down into the ocean. Stage again! Holy crap, we have a lot of fuel. Like, this is gonna have more fuel than everything else did. It's amazing. Actually, I don't think we really need to worry about it. Let's just put out our landing gear. Let's put it in retrograde. And now we're falling. Let's make sure we don't accelerate too much, and let's keep that gimbal going. Yeah. See if we can come down for a perfect landing. Probably not, but who cares? Actually, we have parachutes. I could just wait until we accelerate a little bit. Drop our parachutes. Should we do... Nah, let's go for a full propulsion landing. It's probably not a good idea, but let's do it. Full propulsion landing. Slow us down! We're not going slow fast enough! Those slowed us down. Alright, I was really concerned there. I didn't think we'd be able to do it. And we're gonna see a small explosion as that hits the ground. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's gotta be close. How is it not hitting the ground yet? Or is that already on the ground? That might have already landed and exploded. That or it's floating majestically over the ground, and I don't think that's possible. Let's turn off SAS because I don't really need you turned on at the moment. Actually, I take that back. Let's go to retrograde. Nice. We can perfectly land this thing. This is going to be a good craft. Yeah, I say perfectly land, and then we explode in 1,000 pieces. But that's the half the fun of it. Let's overstressed them. Oh, that sucks. Let's recover the vessel. It's not like you died, and we did get one contract completed, I believe. The flea booster one, as far as I'm aware. That was kind of the whole point of that joke craft. Did we get something completed? Please tell me that actually works rather than me just being stupid. It did! Cool. So we got at least a contract done. We made money off that somehow. Now let's go back in and try this again. Now, I think we're gonna leave this stupid middle stage because we still have that contract to use a hammer booster while we're in orbit for it. I don't know if it'd be good. Ah, man. See, that's where I wonder if we should replace these outer ones with controllable. Let's do that. It's not going to hurt us too bad. I know I'm talking to myself a lot, but I want to control the amount of thrust we have rather than just having those flea boosters. Let's get some fuel tanks on there first. How big are fuel tanks? Can we push it by putting 4 of these on there? Looks like we can, though I need to increase the number to 4. That looks okay to me. Now let's put some nose cones on there. Bam, like so. Actually, those are lined up pretty freaking well. Come back down here. Toss an engine on them. Use the Marshall engine as more thrust. What's the Marshall engine? Flea, kickback. Do I have that yet? I don't think I have the Marshall engine yet. I need to unlock it. Let's see here. We need engines on these. Let's use the swivels because we need the gimbal. Actually, the Terrier engines would work a lot better because they're more efficient, aren't they? Is it the Terrier? Yeah, the Terriers are more efficient because we have 4 of them. Theoretically, we're not going to need this until we're out into space. So we don't need that much thrust. And 4 of these should be more than enough. Alright, now with that, let's bring potentially... man, I don't know how I should do this next stage because we need a massive bottom stage to get this big of something into the air. This is where it's going to turn into an explosive fest, which will be fun. Let's grab maybe one more thumper. This sounds stupid, but we need the height. And that gives me the height. Actually, no, let's get some fuel tanks to extend that. That'd make more sense, because I can put a controllable massive middle stage in this, I believe. There's something that brings that down in size, right? That's command and control. That's something else entirely. I could have sworn there was a way to bring this from a massive size into a smaller size. For instance, like, how can we connect those without it just being stupid? I guess it wouldn't really matter. If we have enough thrust, then it really, who cares? But 800, holy shit. That would be fun. That might get us up there. I just want to see. I've never used these. Wow, that's tiny in comparison. I've never used these before. Let's see what they actually do. Do I have an engine that can even connect to this? The skipper. And then let's, this is gonna be redonkulous. What the hell? Okay. We need to have something support it whenever it's off the ground. Can I do that? Okay, so let's put those on. Let's get some wings on this because this is going to be redonkulous. This is so stupid. And it's making me smile so much right now. Alright, so, well, these are so far off of being center, but that's okay. that's closer, as long as it's not hitting any of the retractable struts. Oh my goodness, this rocket is amazing. I'm playing career, not science. There's no way this is gonna work, but it's gonna make me so happy to try. Alright, so we have this massive one go off. We want those to go off at a separate stage, because I think that I have enough thrust to get off the ground with this massive thing. The decoupler right there, we might want struts, but I'm not certain. This is so redonkulous. If it doesn't get off the ground, we're gonna make it even more crazy. Just wait. That should be good. Let's go, because I have decoupler and that engine are in the same timing. That could be fine. Oh yeah, that's fine. I have the control of that. We'll split it just in case, but it's really not going to matter for me. I do actually need to bring the engines for these, maybe? Yes, because we want it to decouple and then throw us away from this, so the center fuel tank right here doesn't have a chance to hit these outer engines and cause trouble. Let's see how ridiculous this is going to be. Launch. It's either not going to go anywhere, or it's going to go... There's going to be a few options. It goes really slowly, or it goes way too fucking fast. I'm hoping it goes way too fast, because that's more entertaining. SAS, throttle up, go. And we went nowhere, since we have no bottom thrust. How are we... Hold on. Is my... Did I mess the staging up? It's possible. We'll see, as I slowly start to ascend whenever we run out of fuel, right? Is it using fuel? I can't even tell. We are barely using the fuel from the bottom, and it is fighting so... I'm gonna wait until it blows up just for shits and giggles to see what happens. But it is struggling so hard right now. Every time you're gone for more than 10 minutes, oh my god. Yeah. This is actually pretty entertaining. Do I have any thrust? I don't have any thrust coming from this bottom engine. And I can't right-click. Oh, you know what probably happened? It probably detached. Revert to assembly. Let me double check. But I bet you it has that It does. Let me pull that decoupler into a different stage. That's what happened. We had no thrust from the bottom. Okay, let's try that again. Save, launch. I knew something was up. I was like, why are we just sitting here? This is so weird. Waiting as it tries to recoup from that stupidity. SAS turned on. Launch. Do we have any thrust? We do not. It is running, it looks like. But we don't hit... Yeah, it's turning red, but we don't have enough thrust. Okay, so we need more of those. How much thrust does that make? Quite a bit. Just not as much as I was hoping. Then, I'm wondering how we should do the bottom stage then. We could turn it into a massive amount of fuel in engines. Oh, the advertiser you missed? Yeah. It's fine. Yeah, so it is working properly. The skipper is giving me the full amount of thrust. 569 kilonewtons to be specific. But that is not enough for this to work. So I should have probably reverted rather than recovered, because every time I recover, I think it brings our reputation down. Oops. Oh well. It's not like I have that much of a reputation to uphold so far either way. Went too far. Exit out of that. Go back to vehicle assembly building as the smoke clears from the launch pad. Okay. Now then, let's make this even more redonkulous. We don't have enough thrust. You know what we can, or how we can fix that? More engines. Let's see here. Coupling, radial decouplers. How far do we have to bring those up? 34,000 meters speed. Ooh, that actually is very, very easy to achieve. Let me grab that. Let me grab like 6 of them. This is gonna be a bad idea. Let's toss them down. Then let's get the massive engines that I have yet to use. Oh, this is going to be a really bad idea. Like so. Let's move them down. There we go. How far out are those? Those are pretty good, I would guess. Let's bring them down just a hair more. Toss some really crappy nose cones on there. We are way overweight now. Holy shit, we are way overweight. I didn't even think about that. And I don't really want to upgrade it again, so let's take those off. I'm wimping out already. Let's go here. How much do these weigh each? Yeah, that immediately brought us back within reason. Okay, so never mind on those. What could we do then? What about the thumpers? How much thrust do they give us, and how much weight are they? We are within reason on our weight limit. Not by much, but we do have a little bit to go. Let's toss a nose cone on there. Aerodynamics. Right there. Nose cones. Toss them on. Alright. Now, theoretically, let me move these down a lot so that I can actually get some lift to it. Theoretically, these won't work very well. With the combined force of all of these and this center engine, we may be able to get something working. I, for the life of me, can never get these things to line up. Rotate these, because my OCD will not let me do that. Now, is it still touching? It looks like it is. Okay, that's good enough. This is a funky-ass rocket. But we'll see what happens. We have all 6 of these going off at the same time that this does. I have the controllable center thrust, and if we have too much power from those outer 6 engines, I can reduce thrust with the center one, and theoretically we'll be fine. The upper 4 engines, I do not need to have staged at the same time anymore. I was hoping we could use those for additional thrust later, but there is no point in that. We need these up here and out of the way. Now, what is this? All of these decouple, and this decouples. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't matter too much. That one. We do not want to have decouple before the engines run. That would be dumb. We want the engines to run, then we want those to decouple, then we want the thumper, and then we're good. Alright. Use the snap tool. I do use it. It is actually currently on, I believe. Oh, to get it symmetrical? Who cares? We're good now. I think we can run. This is going to be another sketchy launch. Let's do it! Now, I probably should check our contracts one more time just to see if we can hit any of them, but it's more important that this thing even gets in the air. So let's try that first. Press T. And launch! Thrust up, give us that extra bit of power. We actually don't need it. I'll just let it do its thing. Give us a little thrust so that we have some gimbal with that bottom engine. But other than that, this is doing pretty darn well. We don't have too much power. We're not going too fast, which I mean could be a problem. Might actually be a major problem if I don't get high enough to have enough fuel to have this bottom stage continuously pull us. Oh no! Oh shit, we need the decouplers on different stages too. I didn't even realize that. Small little setback, but it's okay. Now, will this keep us going up? It's possible, but if I tilt at all, the drag would screw us. And we're doing okay. Our speed is dropping, but as our fuel goes down, our speed should start to accelerate again because we'll have more thrust. And we're getting out of the dense atmosphere, so less air resistance. See, our speed is slowly bringing the deceleration down. I had to word my way around that. It's almost turning positive again. To be honest, do you think you prefer this series to Kingdom Hearts? Well, thank you for that. A lot of people would not agree with you, considering I only get about 70 views per video rather than 700, 800. But I appreciate it nonetheless. I have more fun doing it than trying to repeat stuff in Kingdom Hearts and fighting my way through it. Sweet. Once we get to 25,000, we'll start angling over. But we are actually accelerating again, so we have enough thrust that we're doing very good right now. I like this spacecraft. It's stupid, but it works well. Those things still haven't hit the ground yet. That's good. It might not destroy everything. We can probably start our tilt just a bit. Let's bring it over to about 45 degrees. Right about there. Lock on. There we go. Valentina, you are doing good today. So let that go. What is our max height? It's only 30,000, which is not great. We don't have enough fuel to keep this up. But we do have another stage. We have another few stages. So I think we're okay. Let me just keep this going. This 45 degrees is alright with me. Do you think there's a correlation between viewership and the few months that I stopped streaming? Yeah, it's a good possibility. Like, I know that a lot of people just stopped watching the stream. Ooh, that was sketchy. Keep accelerating. But it's all good. I come back every now and then. It's just, I stop recording whenever I'm going through a lot of stress. I don't want to record and be an asshole through the whole stream. 40,000. We need to get there before we hit that apoapsis. So let me bring this back a little bit to get that apoapsis higher. We're going to have to bring it back a lot because that apoapsis is still creeping up on us. I don't think we have enough thrust to get vertical speed here. Well, that kind of sucks. Yeah, we're not able to get our vertical speed up. Ooh, goodness. 11 seconds. 10 seconds. We're still getting closer to it, and we're not getting high enough off the ground. That sucks. We're so close. I'm wondering what we could do to make that better then. Let's, I could continue with this flight, but there's really not going to get any science from it, right? Like, I can't get... I'll double check here. Observe mystery goo. If we get like 20 or 30 science, that's 0.5. I don't think we'll be able to get anything useful up here. There's 10. That's not bad. I haven't grabbed it yet. There's 7.2. That's not bad. Let's grab crew report. I am still accelerating somehow, and I don't understand really how that's working, but okay. And we still have quite a bit of fuel if I wanted it. We don't really have anything special here. Okay. I don't have a science capsule, so we're all good, and I can't take a crew report from down here as far as I'm aware. It's not manned. Alright, well then, what is our highest point right now? We are at it. We are basically about to start slowing down and falling back to Earth. Okay, well then, rather than trying that, my thought is we have a little bit of science. If we actually keep accelerating for the moment, we can try to keep our apoapsis high and try to glide around and see if we can land over here in this general area. I don't think you can see my mouse, which kind of sucks, but on this next little spit of land that we're coming up on. I don't know how it will work, but I'm gonna try my best. I don't know if it'd be better to increase vertical speed or to try to decrease our increase our horizontal speed or decrease our vertical speed and maintain our horizontal speed. Who really knows? I'm gonna try to accelerate and see if we can get there a little bit quicker. Obviously this is a descending orbit, but we're just trying to come in for a little faster of a landing. That does not seem like it's going to work as well as I had hoped. So it'd be better just cut this off, flip us into retrograde, slow down, and come down for a water landing. What's up, Hypnotic Harmonies? I can't really read from here. I think that's Harmonies. And now you're getting stoned and playing Kerbal Space Program. I like having this stream in the background while you play. It makes me feel less lonely. 100 kilometers up here. That's pretty true. And thank you for joining the stream. Welcome, as I probably smoke a bowl after we land this. I've been streaming for almost an hour, and we've been building a pretty fucking amazing spacecraft. Probably should start decelerating this thing. Let's use up all of our liquid fuel. Actually, you know what I could do is set this stage to this stage, and this to this, and then stage. There we go. Theoretically, that would work. I could have slowed down the engines first, but who cares? Retrograde. Bring G out. It's not actually, we're a water landing. I don't need landing gear. I can probably bring those back in. I'm just fiddling with the garage door opener as we're descending at an insane speed. I should be just fine. There's no way. Like, I could come down for a 100% propulsion landing with this thing. We have so much fuel. Like, it is a very, very good lander. I really like this Mark II. Letting it come down slowly. Valentina, almost said Summer. Valentina is doing a perfect job. I'm going to try to stop our roll there. We have so much fuel in this thing, it's amazing. Actually slowing down almost a little bit too much now, so I'll cut back on our throttle so let us fall a little faster. I'm going to see if I can do another 100% propulsion landing. I don't know if it's possible, but we'll try. You'll be back in 3 minutes? Alright, it's Toka. Hopefully we'll land before that and not die. Keep decelerating. We're at 1,000 meters over the water, so I want to slow down a little bit more before we hit there. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be 100% controlled by me, so I might screw this up. Well, Valentina is controlling the retrograde orbit, thankfully, because I suck at that, but I'm controlling the speed. 500 meters. $20 meters per second, 10 meters per second, 9 meters per second, and we're only 10 off the ground. We're having a little bit of a wobble. 3, 2, 1. Speed up, slow down. Ah, perfect splashdown. Didn't lose a single part. Hell yeah, I will take that. Let's see here. Can I get some observational goo off this? Reset the goo container, take it now. It's still the same amount. And I think I already got stuff off there. Can I grab a crew report? Already did so. Sweet. Recover the vessel. I really like this lander. We just need a better first stage coming up. We need a massive amount of thrust to get this thing off. And I think we were close. I think I just need to slow down. Sorry, I'm talking away from the microphone. I need to slow down the fuel burn for our massive thrusters. Holy shit, let's not upgrade that. That would kill me. Welcome back. We successfully landed and didn't die. Let's see here. These things down at the bottom. Now, my thought is we could increase the number and then decrease the power so that we get longer burn time out of them. Can I get this and then move it up to 8 and then do something like so with it? That should work, right? It looks like it. How far off the ground is that? I can't tell. Let me move the whole ship up. Move it up a bit. How far off the ground is... That would not be bueno. Alright, let's move all of these down a little bit. Move like so. Move them... Oop. Let me just move that and then Control Z it, because that's bad. Crap. Let me just move the rockets then. I just need to move them down a little bit so that they match or are lower than that central rocket. All good. Now let's bring all of their thrust down to like 90% because they have quite a bit of thrust, and we can always supplement it with this. Actually, let's go 85. We can supplement it with this center engine, but we don't need to have too much thrust from them. That's the problem. Oh shit, we don't have enough. Ah, crap. That's gonna be a problem. How could we conserve some weight here? There's a lot of ways we could conserve weight, but I'm wondering. I don't know. How much would it cost to upgrade? Hold on, let me see how much it would cost to upgrade our launch pad. I don't think we need a level 3 launch pad. We don't need that for a long ass time, but it'd be fun to be messing with these large of rockets. How much does it cost? More money than we have, so never mind. Let me get back down here, and let's just try that with these exact same engines, but bring it down to 6 because I can't afford this many. I'm a cheap NASA executive. Is that bringing it down? No, that's still 4. I clicked on the wrong thing. Good job. I think from where I set them down, I'm screwed. Alright, let's just take them off. Let's take these things. Let's convert it to 6. Place them like... So, I guess, should it be on top or bottom? Probably bottom. Like so, get these, put them down. And that works well enough for me. Now let's bring their thrust to 90 because there's less of them. You know what, let's bring their thrust still to 85. I don't know if we'll be able to take off with that, but we'll try. My goal is we had so much thrust in this center booster that if we can extend the outer boosters long enough that we can get out of the atmosphere and then detach them, we should be okay. But I'm not certain on that. Whenever they detach, you know what we could do is have these 4 kick on as well whenever this bottom one's... I wonder if that'd be a good idea. Let's flip these. We need to have these 6 detach at a different time, and let's have these 4 kick on at the same time as... never mind. Let's have them kick on after. Just in case, because there's really no point. Oops. There's really no point in them burning that quick. Alright, now what is this? That kicks off right after that one. Actually, we can have them go at the same time. No, we don't. I just, for some reason, keep forgetting that. We'll have that kick off second. Then we'll go in here, have those 4 boosters right here run, and then they need to separate. Then this one will run, hopefully whenever we are in a 500k orbit, so we can get that contract. And then everything else is normal. Alright, let's see if this works. Probably not, but I'm going to try. The lovely music. Ding, 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 ding. What's up, John? You should make a Star Wars X-Wing? Oh, goodness. That is so far beyond my abilities right now. Let me toss that. Let me throttle up, and Valentina, go for it! I'm glad you're actually accelerating at a decent speed. Now, let's see if we can get you into orbit with this thing. I tried desperately on the last one, but it didn't work. We did get a little bit of science from it, but it was not worth the, like, $100,000 rocket that we sent into the air. Still accelerating at a good pace. We're only about a third of the way through our fuel when I started that sentence. We should be up to around 300 meters per second whenever that fuel runs out. Maybe a little bit higher, which would be pretty nice. That's going to be a lot faster than what we were going last time. Let's just keep waiting. Looks good. I'm going to keep going straight up because we need a lot of vertical speed. I can't be slowing down. Alright, we are once again decelerating. We do not have enough power for this. And we are quickly coming down. So let's mess with our staging real quick. Hit our next staging and start to accelerate. It's going to be funky, but we have more than enough fuel to do this, I believe. That should be great. Once we get past about 25,000, I'll start angling off. Your name isn't John, you're borrowing this tablet? Well, that's cool, I guess. I just start calling everyone by their avatar names and try to remember everyone the best I can. We're almost at 25,000. Let's start angling off. Right about there. That works for me. Please stop spinning. Use the gimbal of the engines, please. There we go. Now let's see exactly how high that's going to get us off the ground. 70,000? Not quite. Once it gets to 70,000, we'll cut our engines. This seems to work better, but it's still a very funky way of getting into orbit with this rocket. My goal is if we can at least get to the moon and get back, we're going to make a lot of money from it, so it doesn't really matter if it's a funky way of getting up into space. Actually, I could add a little bit more vertical speed, but it's okay. We are almost there. I'll wait until about 75,000 meters, and then we'll cut off our engines. 75,000, cut. How much fuel do we have left? We have quite a bit of fuel on everything. I could go through and deactivate these engines manually, but I don't think it's really worth it. Yeah, since I have them on different stages, it's really not worth it. We'll just hold on to this thing for the minute. We'll go into prograde because... Actually, screw that. I'll set up our orbit on my own terms because sometimes it doesn't do what I want it to do. Let's start this flipping over. We're very quickly getting to our apoapsis, so I need to be very careful here. Hey, we're in space. Slow this down and hit F. Try to keep it right there, Valentina. 75,800 is where our line is. I need to actually be out of that. Let's start going now. Because I have a feeling I'm going to run out of fuel quickly in this bottommost stage. And I'm going to have to detach. And then we can go out into orbit view and manage exactly... There we go. Manage exactly where we're going to go from here. Sweet. This should be a fairly good burn. And we should have plenty of fuel for it. Maybe. I'm going to actually have to bring this back a little bit so our apoapsis stays in front of us. 4 seconds, bring it back even more so that starts to go up again because we're having a problem. We don't have enough thrust to get us out of the atmospheric pole. Even with 4 engines, that's insane. Interesting. Try to make a super long rocket that has at least 10 stages and holds 2 rovers and a tiny, tiny space station. Holy shit, man. That's gonna be difficult. I don't know if I can do that just yet. I don't think I can even get into orbit with this crappy rocket. I'm trying so hard. I could have probably started my apoapsis burn a little quicker. We're right on it right now. We're doing okay. How much fuel do we have left? We still have a little bit of fuel. So theoretically, we'll start getting even more thrust out of these. And hey, look at that. It's starting to get away from us. That's what you want. Interesting. This is a very weird burn. Wastes a lot of fuel running it against gravity, but... Try to flip it around. Oh yeah, we're not going to get nearly into orbit with this. I was hoping we'd be able to manage our orbit with it. And then try to get up to like 500,000. Hit that hammer booster, but there's no way. Alright, let's revert flight before we waste a shit ton of money. Go to vehicle assembly. Hey, what's up, Kenneth? I'm so sorry I didn't see your comment. Come back in here. Well, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Let's, you know what we could do is have these 4 kick off at the same time that I detach these. So that I don't have to worry about that. And see if we can get it into launch, get it into orbit easier. I wish there was a way to custom throttle those, though, because we're going to run out of fuel. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm trying to think. We're probably going to run out of fuel on these 4 before we run out of fuel on this big bottom stage, and if that happens, it's kind of 100% pointless, so never mind on that. Let's take this out just a beat. Let's put it on its own stage again. Right here, move those up a little bit. Alright, so how can we add more thrust to the bottom then without adding more weight? Or without adding too much more weight, because we only have about 10 tons to work with, which is not much. I'm trying to think here. I could add... How much are hammer boosters and things like that? How much do these weigh? Mass. Oh, it's less than a ton. That's actually pretty useful. I wonder if we could use those. But you'd have to have decouplers on all of them. Oh, that'd be a pain in the ass. The kickbacks are just too large. We can't use those right now. I mean, we could attempt it. We could put like 4 of them on. Because if I take all of these off, let's see what happens. Let's take all of those off. Let's put this down to 4. Like so. And then let's take these kickback engines. They are way too big. Let's toss them down like that. Drag them down. Add a stage that has a fuel tank that is for only emergencies. Well, that's kind of the whole top lander. That's why I'm trying to make this thing, is so that we can land it on, land it or use it as a coupler to grab onto other things. Really anything I possibly can to save other Kerbals with this thing. Let me drag this back up. Is it colliding with anything? It is. Damn it. That's going to be a problem. There's no way I'm going to be able to have these work. I can attempt it, but I don't think it's gonna work. And it's already overweight again. Damn it. So I can't use these kickback engines at all. They're just too heavy for the moment. Let me get place tool, not the move tool. Alright, well, with that, how should we do this? Trying to think. We could always do multi-stage. So let me make this smaller real quick. This is going to be another funky way of doing this, but what hasn't been funky about this entire rocket? Let me connect that to the center. You know what, let's move up to 6. Pull these out. Let's grab some of the thumpers. I guess I already have them set up. Grab the couplers first. Thank you. Put 6 down. Put these down. Move them down. This is going to give us a lot less fuel, but an insane amount of thrust. I just want to see what happens with it. Worst case scenario, we still don't get to orbit and we just revert launch and come back home. But I'm thinking it might give us so much thrust that we'll be able to get off the ground and stay off the ground, but we'll see. I want them to activate at the same time. And then I want the decouplers to be the next stage before the other 4 kick on, and then have that decouple too. I'll be able to switch those stages around if I need them. Sweet, that will work. Let's save and see what it does. Worst case scenario, it blows up. Use less engines? I guess I could use less engines and larger fuel tanks. Like I could do 3 large fuel tanks and then 3 engines rather than 7 engines. I actually did the exact opposite of what you said. I had put more engines. At least more engines in comparison to weight. Alright, let's get this thing off the ground. Now we're going to use up... Our liquid fuel's not dropping as fast as I thought it would. Cool. Let's just keep accelerating. Let's see how fast this will get us off the ground. We should have a lot less weight. So we should accelerate to maybe 400, 500 meters per second this time. Maybe even higher. We'll see. We're blazing through the atmosphere. Blazing. I need to blaze in just a second, because I've been streaming for nearly an hour and a half now. We're doing good. We actually have so much thrust, we're in over 2 Gs, which is great. Keep accelerating. I could bring the power down on these things by a lot. So if we don't get into orbit, I'll do that. I'll revert flight, bring the power down on these solid fuel boosters to like 80%. Now, I don't have much thrust. But can I get this thing into orbit? I'm already at 15,000. 26,000 being our max right now. It's not great. We have a little bit of fuel. I think mainly I just need to slow those engines down. Slow those engines down. Cottonmouth for the win. I'm going to start squeaking. We're actually accelerating again. That's good. I'm over 26, so let's start. Oh, there we go. Set that as our new speed. We're already out of fuel. Well, let's see where we can get from here. We're not going to get into the atmosphere, I don't believe. No, we are not. There's no way in hell. Alright, so let's revert this flight. Revert to vehicle assembly. You know what? I wonder what would happen if we... I'm going to try this again. Let's bring this down to like 75. I didn't realize it's already at 80. I'm going to try this again. But I have a thought that if we can somehow reduce the weight elsewhere, we can probably do this with our original concept with the massive center booster. But we're going to have to remove some weight, and I don't know where I'm going to remove it from. So we're going to need to conserve about 6 to 8 tons, and I don't know where I can pull that weight from. That being good, let's all set up. Let's save and launch. This is with 80%, or no, 75% thrust on our outer engines. See if we can actually get up into the orbit we need. Or even into space. That would be nice. It's always possible that we won't, but we'll see. Press T, get our gimbal set up, and rock and roll. We do still have more than enough thrust, but it's a little bit under 2 Gs this time, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Yo, what's up, narwhals? Welcome to the stream. We're doing pretty good. Once again, we have pretty good speed. I wish our fuel would last a little bit longer, or if we could get... we really need more fuel, like more thrust and more fuel over time. We just need a massive bottom stage to this rocket. And I don't have the ability to do that yet. Oh, and it's fighting, getting up to speed now. It still has really good speed, I have to admit. Let me take these 4 down to this level too. There we go. I don't know why those were still holding on, but I'll take it. We'll keep accelerating. I really don't like this, but we'll run out of fuel really fast on this stage, so 30,000, 34,000. Let's just see what happens. 38. We can easily start angling over now, because I have no doubt we are over 25,000. Hey, stop it. We might not have been over 25,000. There's so much air resistance. I'm fighting. Interesting. I'm still fighting it drastically. Like, it will not let me pull it where I want it to go. I don't know what the hell's going on with our spaceship right now. Yeah, it's backwards. I don't understand why it's flinging around in the atmosphere. We must just be going too fast, and I started the turn too early. Let's revert that flight. Oh, it's you again. Did you improve? Probably not. I don't know when the last time you saw my stream, but probably not. I have not gotten much better. Though I have made a new lander, which seems to be a lot better. I just have to figure out a way of getting it into orbit. Our first stage down here needs to be a lot bigger, but I don't have enough weight to be able to do that. Our second stage and everything else is great. It's lined up perfectly. We have enough fuel to do everything we need to. It's a little top heavy, I could argue. I could probably reduce the weight of these side engines right here, and I might do that next. I'm not certain. But before I do that, I'm going to smoke another bowl, because why not? And then I'm probably going to have to go grab a Dr. Pepper or another water or something like that so that I don't have cotton mouth for the rest of the stream. But that is all good. I'm trying to clear out my bowl and it doesn't want to get clear. Got some RCS, bro. That's a big one. Oh, get some RCS. Yeah, I need to do that very soon. RCS, mainly, it's the reaction control systems and reaction control thrusters and all that type of stuff. We are getting there slowly but surely, but I haven't even figured out the basics so far. I'd rather not have the computer take hold of everything that I don't even understand yet. As in, I'm still gonna look stupid as hell for a while, but I'm doing it on purpose because I'm trying to learn. That's what makes it fun. Use the same lander you used in the last stream. See, I could do that. I could easily go to the moon real quick, and we might do that just to get some money. Because I do need money to get the bigger landing pad, the bigger launch pad. We are close. If we had like $100,000 or so, we could buy the new launch pad, and we could make insanely large rockets. Because we can already use about... Oh shit, I can't do that type of math right now. We can already use like, what, 4 times the parts we're using right now? 3.5 times the parts we're using right now? And our weight is the only limitation. It's because we can't actually launch things that are that freaking heavy right now with that many thrusters and rockets and everything else. So, it'd be useful if we could get to the moon, land with our old lander, and then come back and upgrade this one and turn it into a beast. It helps you rotate and keep the rocket stable? Ah, well, reaction control would be awesome, but I still don't know whenever I can get it. Is there a specific... Let me know, is there a specific item that I do for reaction control? Or is it utilities? See, I thought it looked like a little... It looked just like this. It looked like a little rechargeable battery pack or something, but it is completely gray. But if I remember correctly from the old Kerbal days... And I haven't played it enough in the new Kerbal days to know that. Inline stabilizer, reaction wheel, that might be it. These are the reaction control ports. Who knows? Let me smoke my bowl and we'll continue with this amazing adventure. Please feel free to smoke a bowl with me. It makes the stream ever so more enjoyable. Alrighty. Let's do this. Should be in... Hey, what's up, Mitch? Should be in command and control. Command and control. Advanced inline. Is that the stabilizer right there? I think that's it. I just can't remember. You also need a tank for it? Oh, okay. So it needs its own fuel and everything. Alright. Maybe we'll do that on the Lander Mark III. Because we already kind of are exceeding our abilities so far. Let me open up the swaggage rocket real quick. The bubbler. Actually, it's a big old bong. But just as good. Let me open up the swaggage rocket. Let's go to the moon real quick. Plant a flag. Where are you, swag? There you are. Plant a flag, come back, and see what happens. Do I have somebody actually controlling this right now? I do, Valentina. Alright, well, give me just a second, actually, before I take off with this. No. RCS is the third one on the top. Okay. Hi, Hiroyuki? Is that it? I can't really read your name because how far the chat is. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a water bottle, but I am gonna mute my microphone, so I will be right back. Sweet. Got a water bottle, got a bowl of weed in my system, and we're about to go to the moon. Let's do this. Such silence. Yeah, just a little bit. Thankfully, there is background music in the assembly building. Press T. Oh, what the hell is going on with the weird wobble? There's some major wobble going on. Actually, are these all set up correct? I can't even remember if this rocket's set up correctly. Let's just do this. Go, Valentina! Throttle back a little bit because we don't need 2 G's of acceleration. We just need a little bit of throttle to control our direction. Speaking of, can I angle it out a little bit? For some reason, it's trying to go left on me, and I don't quite understand that. Left and down. Please, stop it. Valentina, get to the proper coordinates. There you go. As long as we're going up, I'm fine. If it's a slight corkscrew, it's okay. It could be a lot worse. Your rockets are ridiculous? Well, so are mine. Let me try to angle up a bit. There we go, hit F. Once they run out of fuel, we'll detach. Bam! Now, how high in the atmosphere will this get us? I had to increase our throttle a little bit because it was making us wobble pretty bad. We're not quite high enough for me to reduce our speed. We need to get about to 70,000 before I start angling out. You got something unbalanced on there? I think so, Mitch. Possibly the asymmetrical lander, but it's all good. I shouldn't say that. It's not asymmetrical. It's perfectly symmetrical from this side, but who cares? Oh, I am more than off to the side enough. Let me rotate and bring myself over. I didn't realize how high I was getting already. That's a double entendre right there. 75, we actually can cut our throttle entirely. We are actually in orbit. Let's wait just a few seconds until we hit that. You know what? Let's have it point prograde while I'm waiting. Go up by 2 times, maybe 3 times. Get that speed to come down. Turn to the east. Yeah, I will in just a minute. I'm gonna wait until we get closer to our apoapsis to do that. I wait until about 25,000 meters because the atmosphere is less dense there and it doesn't have a tendency of throwing my nose down. Alright, let's start burning. Actually, I'm 25 seconds too early. I should wait until I get a little bit more horizontal. Use guard! Fun button, you bastard! This works for me. It should be a good enough apoapsis to get us into orbit. I could actually slow us down a little bit because we're burning almost too efficiently. Yeah, fun button, you got narwhals with that one. Alright, now let's fully accelerate because 10 seconds in our apoapsis should not get us to the like 2200 meters per second we need. But let's turn on stability assist instead and let me start messing with our orbit because I want to fix this. It bugs the crap out of me. Did we run out of fuel? I believe we did, but that is okay. We have a whole nother stage of it. This rocket is so redonkulous. Let me get some more vertical speed because we went way past our apoaps. Have it catch us or catch back up to us and then we'll move back into a horizontal position. There we go. I love how ridiculous this rocket is. Let me start moving back in the horizontal so we can chase it. And now we are golden. get that orbit going. It's right behind us, but the periapsis should show up any moment now. I say that as it's taking a few extra seconds, but it's fine. There we go. And we're in a stable orbit. 76,000 and 80,000. That's good enough for me. Now let's make a maneuver out towards the moon. Say something like right there, arguably. Probably not going to work, but I can fuck with it in a minute. Yeah, it's probably want to be a little closer to where I'm at right now, but that's fine. Where's the moon going to show up? There we go. Let's start pulling that back. I want my periapsis to be as close as possible. 300,000, 260,000. That's not bad. 300. I think that 260 was going to be about our closest. And then let's set up for prograde just because that's what we kind of need. I take that back. Maybe as we get closer to our maneuver. We're a minute 30 away. Bullshit! We are 40 seconds away. Yeah, prograde's gonna be pretty much perfect for it. Get us set up, Valentina, as we prepare for our maneuver. As we go into deep space. I could probably adjust my maneuver a little bit better, but who cares? We have plenty of fuel. Let's do this! Oh, I should have started burning a lot sooner, too. It's all good. Y'all are too critical on this guy playing a game like this while stoned. Yeah, I have a feeling this one's going to be another one that brings in everyone that's way, way too intelligent to be watching a stoned gamer. But it's alright. Either I will learn stuff drastically, or I will crash and burn. Yeah. I love that because that was kind of intentional, but not at the same time. Almost there, 240 meters per second. Actually, we need to change stability assist. Oh, are we out of fuel for that stage? Oh no, what will we ever do? It's not like we have a crazy amount in this stage too. Alright, let's switch back out and get this chased down a little bit better. That's perfect. 130 meters per second, aka a 15-second burn time or so, and we will have a good enough periapsis that it won't bug me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Never mind. Now we're there. Your Kerbal space program keeps bugging out. It's driving you insane. Well, that sucks, man. I wish I knew the ways to fix it. The ways of the program. I am a programmer, but not in the sense where I've ever known anything about the open source or the source code of Kerbal Space Program. I don't think Kerbal Space Program is open source. I'm pretty sure they're not. How close will we get to the moon? Where is it? You better come catch me, you fuck. Actually, you know what I can do is I can add another maneuver. Right? If let's say a retrograde maneuver from where I'm at. I'm going to have to move the maneuver closer to me, but that's fine. A retrograde maneuver from where I'm at. What happens? Nothing productive. A prograde would bring me... Okay, I'm just fiddling stuff. Exit that. Wait until the moon comes closer in because I think it's going to catch up to us as we slow down. Yes, no, maybe? Maybe not. Alright, let's go into retrograde and start slowing down here in just a bit if we have to. Because what we could do is reduce our speed at the apoapse to almost 0, and the moon would very, very quickly catch up to us. Do we need to put the casual gamer banner up again? I already kind of did. It's at the bottom of the screen. I was already preemptively doing that. How much longer until this Oh, we're so much lower. I didn't realize our orbit was so fucked up. I should have been closer to a 90-degree orbit. Oh, well. Well, at that point, I'm almost at my apoapsis, so let's slow down. Let's go to retrograde. Let's accelerate. Actually, let's just stay stable there, and let's accelerate, because I don't want it to stay in retrograde. And then, theoretically, because I'm going so much slower, this thing should catch up to me a lot faster. But I don't know if that will work. We may have to go back to the launch. Nope, I don't think it's going to work the way I want it to. Retrograde. Thank you. Slow back down so I'm not pointing it all towards the Earth. There we go. Oh, shit, the moon encounter. Why did it move out so much? Hold on. I must have had an absolutely terrible launch. Let's redo that launch, and let me see if I can figure out what the fuck I did wrong. Revert to launch. So burn in the normal direction. Bad idea. Yeah, I figured that out, Mitch. See, I've just started. I learned about maneuvers 3 streams ago from Swaggage, the guy I named this craft after. But I'm still learning. I am so much of a noob at this game. Let's throttle up to maybe 3/4 is enough. Actually, let's go a little bit higher than that. Alright. Valentina, please keep us on a upwards course. I'm trying to pull it. For some reason, it does not like going straight up. Something must be off on the bottom. Probably the fact that my boosters are not right. Interesting. Okay. I think I just found the problem there. Orbital mechanics is weird. Yes, they are. I'm trying to figure them out, but it's going to take some time. Let's keep going up. I know I can get to the moon easily with this craft. There's no problem with that, and I had extra fuel. I'm sure we still could have done it. I just didn't want to because it was such a crappy flight. If I'm going to do this, I want to do it semi-properly. Alright, let's get ready to stage and also throttle up because this craft likes to go in some wonky directions. Alright, that's all good. Now it's almost perfectly pinned. You're doing a great job, Valentina. Let's let it keep going down. Once we hit about 20,000, 25,000, we'll start angling. Don't do the burn until I see the moon over the horizon. See, I've had that advice before. I need to listen to it more. Something like so. Oh, that was wrong. That was wrong. I hit T rather than F. So bad. Alright. Oh, I can cut our engines already. We are there. Now let's go to prograde. Just let it do its own thing. We are more than high enough in the air, but that's going to take a minute and a half to get out. I don't want to wait that long, so let's accelerate time just a smidge, and by a smidge I mean a lot more than that. 104, 150 seconds. Hey, we made it to space. 40 seconds, 30 seconds. Last time I checked my center of mass, thrust, and lift, a long-ass time ago, Zeke. But it seems to work really well. Actually, let's change this back to stability assist, and I'm just going to manually control it. There we go. Oh, that was bad. I have a very sensitive joystick, and if I accidentally bump it, that shit happens. Which is never good. I want to make sure I'm right on that apoapsis this whole time as I'm accelerating. I don't know where that roll is coming from, but it's kind of obnoxious. Something must be at a funky angle. Get my apoapsis to come back towards me, go up a little bit. There we go. We have great speed right now. Start coming back down. I want to make sure I'm perfectly on that apoapsis. I keep saying that word differently almost every time I say it. Oh, shit! That's not at all what I wanted to do. Go back to staging mode. Thank you. That's bad. So much time wasted. It's not like we're gonna fall out of orbit anytime soon, but I need to get that apoapse back to us. Come here. Use my vertical acceleration. I need you. There we go. It's now caught up plenty. Go back down, and once we hit about 2150, 2200 meters per second, I believe we'll be in orbit. Sweet. That works for me. I know this rocket works. I'm just did a really bad calculation that time around. Keep our thrust up just for a second as it brings us into a real orbit, and our periapse is brought close to where we are now. 71 and 88. Actually, let's bring that up a little bit more. Good enough for me. Alright. It's not like we're actually going to go around, but who cares? Now, Moon Horizon, we are actually right there for Moon Horizon. So let's do a maneuver. Add maneuver. Actually, screw it. Let's try it without a maneuver. Let's just go prograde. Let's launch ourselves out. Prograde. What's going to happen? I'm curious to see what happens. Obviously, we can get our apoapsis out there fairly easily. But I wonder what's going to happen if I try to do this on my own. Worst case scenario, I miss and we come hurtling back to Earth. All good. I probably don't need to be burning this much, but it's not that big a deal. Well, actually, I do, considering we're not even close. We need to get to 11 million meters. It's gonna take us a second to get there. See, I think we burned too early at that, because that was the moonrise, and you're supposed to burn on your way back on Earthrise, but I think that was a really bad maneuver. Go, please. Right-click on the periapsis and the height will stay visible. I know that. Just for some reason, I keep forgetting. That one I've used for the past 2 streams. I just... Hey! Slow down. Oh, shit. Slow down, please. Thank you. Moon encounter. That's not what I wanted to do. We're going to come streaming into the moon, but that is okay. Let me flip in retrograde real quick. And actually, no, screw it. Let me put a maneuver down. I didn't have the nav ball popped up, so I got fucked on that. Let me put a maneuver, let's say, right there. Add maneuver. Retrograde. Bring it back a little bit. Now, moon periapsis, 902,000. Apparently I'm going to periapse it twice, which is interesting. I wonder how the hell that's going to happen. I'm curious now. Let's just see what happens. Let's go out towards the moon. I'm not even going to try to do a second maneuver. Let's just see what happens. Stoner reflexes? Just a bit, Mitch. Let's see what happens with this. Worst case scenario, we come slamming into the moon, right? There's the moon. We're slowing down drastically as it comes towards us. I wonder if it's going to run into us. That would be hilarious. I'm so curious as to what's going to happen. If we just run straight into the moon or what? Are we below it or are we above it? No, we're good. It says we're going to have a periapsis way out here, 902. So I don't think we're going to hit it. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but it's just my brain is breaking. It's like, don't let it kill us. Be crushed by the moon. Yeah, this will be fine. Our periapsis is out here. 902,000. We'll wait until we hit it. Right click so it pops up. Thank you again. We'll come back. Wait until that's close. Stop. Stop, please. Wait, never mind. That's still 14 minutes to go. This has a tendency of ramping down so slowly, it scares the crap out of me. I'm not used to it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow down. Now that should be okay. We can go to retrograde because we're going the opposite. Hold on. This is either going to make it better or worse. We'll see. This is what we need. Sweet. I figured we hadn't reached our max outward throw, so we had to go in the opposite direction we were currently traveling. You might end up orbiting backwards around the moon, not a big deal. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened, but it's all good. That's why we have a lander with way too much fuel. Apoapsis, bring that in. Make them flip. Bring it in even more. I love how much fuel we actually have on this. We could go try to recover swaggage, not that there's anything in it. Let's bring the speed down. I want to hover around maybe 15,000 meters. Oh shit, so close. And we're there. Sweet. Now let's flip our happy ass around the moon. Slow down, please. Or not. That's cool. Whatever. Go back into retrograde. Slow us down again. Grr, Kerbal Space Program makes no sense sometimes. Be right back, need to smoke. I don't blame you. Let me come in over here. I probably want our apoapsis to be about 15,000, just like our other one. And we'll have our periapsis come to a halt on the light side of the moon. That works for me, just like so. Alright. Now let's accelerate time. You know what I should do is probably do a small save before I come hurtling into the moon, but that's all good. We'll wait until we start to decelerate drastically, like so. Alright, now do a quick save. Let's see if we can bring this sucker in for a landing, Valentina. We're very high off the surface, so I'm gonna time accelerate just for a bit. But we'll start to come in very quickly. That works for me. 20,000 should be okay. I take that back. We're still hurtling along way too quick. How far along on this line are we? Oh, yeah. We've still got a while. I wonder where we should land then. All these are kind of massive craters, which aren't going to be nice. Who cares? Let's go back in. Valentina looks so happy. You disappeared for a moment there to do some research, so this may no longer be relevant. But if you want an example of what not to do in chat, check out Kingdom Hearts 2 Critical Stream number 6. Huh? Oh, you're talking to new people? I was like, dude, if you're making me try to remember that stuff, it's gonna be bad. I'm surprised you did. You must have watched them recently or something. Hit G. I don't really need to slow down yet. We're so high off the ground. Maybe once we reach under 10,000. Or even under 5,000. Maybe 10,000 because we are going very fast. Alright. Let's wait. About 900 more meters and I'll start decelerating, see if we can get to a good speed here and not come hurtling into the moon. We just need to plant a flag to get our contract, right? Orbital spacewalk near Kerbal. Oh, I need to do that too. Plant flag on the moon. Yeah, we should be just fine. We have so much fuel right now. Oh, we're under 10,000. Let's start decelerating. I don't know how well this will go. Hopefully we don't run into a mountain or something, because that would suck. We have a lot of horizontal speed right now. What is that, like 600 miles per hour or something? I'm really bad at doing that math on the fly. But yeah, we don't want to come hurtling into a mountain at 600 miles an hour, if that's even close. Taking a swig of soda, or not soda, a swig of water, as we come hurtling down. This looks like a pretty nice landing pad. Yeah, you went back into the archives to figure out which stream I was freaking out over context. Ironically, there's no context in this message. Oh, that was probably one where people were talking about really specific shit and then not giving me enough context and I was freaking out about it. That is a major pet peeve of mine. And it happens all the time in Kerbal Space Program. It's not necessarily their fault, it's just the terminology of the game. Where it's like the retrograde, the prograde, all the commands on the keyboards that you have to learn, and like the keyboards, good job, like you have multiple on the keyboard. There's just so much stuff that you have to learn, and once you learn it, it's almost like a no-brainer. But for me, I'm just so lost. We should have plenty of fuel for this. We're still decelerating pretty quickly. Where's the sun? Right there. So our shadow will be coming from that direction, and I can already see it. Let's start decelerating. This is hopefully gonna be a good one. I don't want to keep burning for a long period of time, so let's bring that down. How fast are we gonna hit the ground here? I don't want to keep accelerating. We look like we're okay. I have plenty of fuel, so I can fiddle with it a little bit, but... I mean, worst case scenario, we get Valentina trapped and we have to use our new lander to come save her. There we go. 22, 21, 20, 15, 14, 13... This should be an alright landing. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2-ish, 1. Oh man. What a soft landing. Hell yeah, that was so much better than all my other attempts. And it's on semi-flat ground, so we are good. We have so much fuel. Let's quick save here, because oh wait, I'm going to quick save in a moment. But let's grab some science stuff if we can. Probably not useful on the light side of the moon. Yeah, 0.5. Yeah, that's not very useful, and I have all of the temperature data and all that stuff, don't I? Yep, there's literally no science from that. None over here. I'm just checking them all just in case. This will probably give us 0.5 again. Definitely not worth the like $100,000 rocket that we have sent up into space. Observe materials bay like it's worth anything. 21, actually, that is worth something. Close the doors. And let's do this. EVA. Let's try to gently come down. Please stop, Valentina. There we go. Hey, you landed without dying. Now let's plant a flag. Well, let's first do the flag thing, and then let's grab an EVA. Ta-da! Little NASA flag. Site name. The moon landing. Woo! Stream helped. Okay, and then EVA report, not like it's worth anything. Let's go running back over and see if I can get her into the spacecraft. This is where I'm gonna get frustrated as hell, because I have not mastered this at all. Do I have a ladder? No, I do not. That's where I was just talking about. I'm gonna have a little bit of a frustration here, as I try to weasel my way into this crew capsule. Hey! I just spammed the hell out of B and it seems to work. Alright, now let's F5, quick save. We did get our contract, right? It looks like we did. Plant flag on the moon. Now we need to get back towards Earth. Fastest way to do that would be a normal trajectory. Okay, let's do this. F5 again, just in case I forgot. I'm pretty sure I already did it, but this is good. Let's go! 90 degrees. Oh shit, T's not on. I was like, why is this so hard to control? I need stability assist. Now let's get our height up to about 7,000, 8,000. Wow, we are already almost there. 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. Alright, that's good enough for me. Let's turn this back into a 90-degree orbit. Like so. Hit F to recenter it. There we go. Reset again. Wait until we get there, and we should be golden. You probably have a ladder in your garage. Why? There's no need for a ladder in space. All you need is a very advanced fire extinguisher to pull the buttons on the back. 46 seconds. I'm going to accelerate that just slightly so we don't have to stand here for 46 seconds. 15. That's closer. 10, 9, 8. We just really need to stay in a 90-degree orbit. It doesn't really matter. So let's just burn. Let's bring this sucker back a little bit so that apoapsis stays with us this whole time. All good. Now I can probably put it back because I'm not going to be burning that long. Sweet, we only need to get up to like 450 or 550, I can't quite remember speed in order to get a nice orbit going, and it looks like it is almost perfect with what we need. So let's, ooh, I need to set that more to prograde. Prograde, please. And then as we have an orbit sustained, so it's about 550, okay. Got a sustained orbit, our lowest is around 7,000, that's good for me. Let's do this. Alright, I'm going to fiddle with maneuvers while we're waiting to see which would be the best. Just get that... Oop, not quite that far. Let's bring that back. It's a little sensitive, but that's okay. Kerbal periapsis, 5 million. That's not what I need. Can I adjust that at all by just straight up moving this? I can. Let's get the lowest one possible. About like so. That doesn't seem right, but we'll start fiddling with it. Yeah, let's toss it like that. I'm just going to fiddle back and forth for a moment, try to figure this out. Now, supposedly the best one is like right here. Hold on, it'd be 45 degrees after Earthrise, which would be about right here. And then you just want to prograde. What is that periapsis? That's 2 million. That's close. Can I get that closer by moving this entire maneuver? I can. Alright, let's 2.6, 2. Okay, so 2.5 is about the max there. Let's increase speed, bring that down even further. We got our periapsis down to 1.9 million or so. 1.4 million. This is getting better. I just have to figure out exactly how to do this properly. There's 900. Oh, it's going back up. Let's bring that back down. 965. Actually, 965 should be perfect for us. Not if we can get it even lower, though. 160, 84. Holy shit. That would be perfect right there. 54,000 right there. That's perfect. Oh wait, we need an orbit. Let's bring that up just a bit. Let's say 172,000 or so orbit. Please. 71,000. That works. That is an achievable orbit, and I can always bring it up a little bit, right? Like so. Sweet. Now let's get that all set up. run our spacecraft over there. I'm starting to figure it out. It just takes a lot of fidangling. Eventually I will learn. Do I play Counter-Strike? No, because I am too stoned whenever I play video games. It is not good to be playing fast-paced video games like that whenever you're that high. I need the maneuver to stay popped up so I can see that 9-minute mark. 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4, 3, 2. Wait a second. I think we need to go into prograde. We do indeedy. Just let this accelerate a little bit longer. We're almost there, but I don't want to miss it. There we go. We can wait the 15 seconds. And they're almost identical, so sweet. Burn! Hey, I timed that almost perfectly. Because we'll be doing about a 30-second burn, and that'll be right after we pass the maneuver. Sweet! Since you are Japanese and you do not understand English well, it is difficult to understand this live well. Well, I'm sorry about that. I wish I knew Japanese. I took 2 years of Chinese, but I mean, that's completely oranges and apples, has no correlation at all. I had a friend in high school that was obsessed with Japanese culture. And she knew quite a bit of Japanese. I guess I should just be staring at the maneuver thing below me. Almost there. Bam! That's green. That's good for me. Periapsis is 70,000 meters. Let's do this! Let's take the landing struts in. Not like there's any air drag that it's going to really need. Let's look at the Earth as we come flying around. There it is. And here we go. I'm coming for you, Earth. Slowly but surely. I'm coming for you. Sweet. I don't know why it always takes away our time warp whenever we go into deep space. 8 million. 6 million. 5, 4, 3, 2. That was way too quick. I didn't need to decelerate that fast. We're at about 1 million now. I can probably slow down at about 500,000. Oop! Never mind. We're already almost there. Alright. How far away are we from our periapsis? Still pretty darn far. 4 minutes, supposedly. Now, we need to be in retrograde whenever we hit that, because we need to be in a stable orbit, and I assume right now it is not considered a stable orbit. Hold on. Spacewalk in orbit near Kerbal. I don't think this counts. Let's check, because I can actually just do a spacewalk. Let's EVA. Hey, it counted. We just got another contract completed. Sweet. Alright, then beat aboard and let's just decelerate and bring this in for a landing. Retrograde. Where did you board? Like, I don't have... Oh, SAS is disabled. I was like, I don't have control anymore. Did you board in, like, the cargo bay? Alright, let's bring this in a little bit so we can hit some atmosphere. I think around 50,000 is our best. I need to bring up our nav ball. About 50,000 is where we want it, I believe. Bring this down, and that's just about perfect right there, I'd say. Cool. Let's go back and watch this fireball happen. We have so much fuel that we should be able to slow down perfectly and not have any issue, but that'll be good. Do I like anime? Absolutely. I assume you're talking to me. See, the term gets thrown around a lot, but I like so many different animated shows, it's hard to describe them. There's no way I'm going to be able to say them all. You just want me to continue? Okay, well, I'll keep going. I'm going to keep streaming probably for another hour or so. We're coming in hot. Actually, I could probably accelerate time just a bit until we hit about 100,000 meters. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And then we can start decelerating. We have plenty of fuel, so I'll decelerate to like 2,000 meters per second or so, if we can, before we hit the dense atmosphere, and then we'll be golden. We're going so fast right now that we do need to slow down just a smidgen. Hey, we might be able to land on that spit of land over there. That'd be cool. I doubt it, but it'd be cool. 78,000. Let's cut the engines because we still are pretty high above our periapsis, which I brought down to exceedingly low. Actually, we might be able to land over there. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably just going to have an absolute terrible water landing again, but who cares? We are about to hit dense atmosphere, so I should probably start slowing down again. Give us about 20 seconds of deceleration before we start hitting dense atmosphere, and then it'll definitely hurt. You know what I could do is start angling up. Oh, screw it. I was like, I could angle up a little bit to try to land for that spit of land over in that direction, but there is no reason, if I'm being perfectly honest. Slowing it down. We're doing good. We're under 55,000. We'll start getting some air resistance here in the next 5,000 meters, I'd assume. We have plenty of fuel still. In fact, we have enough that I think I'm going to slow us down. Hey, there's the air resistance kicking in. Just a little bit more. All good. Try to keep us in perfect retrograde, Valentina. You're doing a great job. You're doing perfect. We're decelerating at a great rate. Nothing should explode as long as you keep it stable. You're gonna have a roasty bum like normal, but that's okay. Speed is falling quick. And it's accelerating even faster. There we go. We're now at surface speed. I should have changed that manually a while back, but that's okay. Our G-force is accelerating. And I think we are good. We haven't even had some heat marks show up yet. Sweet! What a great landing. Well, I say landing. What a great re-entry. Oh, right as I said that, Valentina, what are you doing? Let's get our legs out. I don't know if it'll add more drag or not, but it's fine. We're under, once we get under 10,000, I'll toss open our drogue chutes. Actually, I could do them already. Why not? And I can take off our retrograde for the moment. That's perfect. That's my favorite dinner, roasty bum. Sounds tasty. I think we're good. I'm wanting to accelerate time, but I don't know if it's a good idea. We're still decelerating perfectly. We have 6,000 meters before we hit the water. I could wait a little bit. I think I'm going to wait until after 1,000 meters to open up the main chutes. I don't even know why we have the landing legs out. There's really no need. We're going to be hitting the water. There we go. We are perfectly slowing down, and we're way above the water. So there's, yeah, time acceleration needed. And cheesy poofs. Sounds like a healthy meal right there. Alright, so we have a little bit of fuel left, and I want to use it right before we hit the water because I doubt we're going to decelerate enough with these 3 parachutes. We always end up breaking something. Let me accelerate time just a hair as we come in for a nice landing. 200. 100. 150. 100. That's completely the opposite way you're supposed to count, but who cares? And there we go. Something still broke off, but I kept the main capsule intact, which was the main goal. Let's recover the vessel, and we get like $100,000. Woo! Sweet. I think that requires another bowl to celebrate. I can barely talk, so I don't know if I should do that or not, but who cares? As the crickets begin to chirp on Kerbal Space Program. We got 22 signs from that, so pretty much nothing, but that's okay. We got 2,400 from refunded parts, and that's about it. Well, that's not very useful. We did get about 100 grand, but that's not very useful at all. Explore the moon? Oh, rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of the moon. Well, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Wonder if a person counts as a vessel. I can recover the detached parts too? I believe you are correct. It like shows up somewhere, doesn't it? Or can I zoom out? I thought there was a way to do it. I just don't... Obviously, they're not within range. Is it on the tracking station? We decided to pick up half of the parts, but not the other half. No, it does not look like it's there. And this one is never gonna get anything back. There's no fuel there. What? Let's just terminate that. There's no crew in it either. I've kind of brought them back. Go to the tracking station. It's not there, Mitch. I just checked. But it's all good. I've still got plenty of money. Let's go in here. Rescue. Ooh. I don't know if I could do that. That would be so much fun, though, in low Kerbin orbit. Return her safely to Kerbin. Ooh, that would be so much fun, but I don't think I can do it. Haul the Terrier engine into flight above Kerbin. Well, I already do that. All the time. So, okay, I'll accept that. And we'll complete that pretty easily. Twin-bore liquid fuel engine in flight. That sounds amazing. Position satellite in a specific orbit of the sun. That sounds fun, but I don't think I could do that. That's 3 stars difficulty. I don't know if I can do that right now. Where is my weed? It is right there. Grab my grinder, smoke a bowl, and let's do this. You didn't zoom into where you landed? Oh, well, hold on a sec. I didn't know exactly where I landed, so I didn't zoom in. Have I done a rendezvous yet? No, I have not, and that's why I was like, I am not going to attempt that just yet. Is there anything over here? This is approximately where I landed. Because that was the spit of land that I was like, I might be able to land on. Nope. So it'd be in this water somewhere, but I am not seeing it. Toggle to... Oh, you have to talk... Ooh. Holy shit. There's a lot of debris. That's crazy. Every time... I didn't realize it still tracked all of this stuff. Holy shit. Alright. Well, that's kind of cool. There's so much space debris. I'm such a messy person. Let me switch to this stuff in here. Can I recover it? I can indeed recover the vessel. This one. Oh, wait, that's on the other side of the moon. Do the most recent stuff. Recover. Recover. I don't really need this money. Like, I'm not this desperate. That's an insane amount of debris that I did not realize I could actually recover. Thank you very much, Mitch. You just taught me something. I'm such a noob at this game. Grab all... This is so slow. I wish there was a way to do multiples at once. Recover... Does it tell me my money? Probably not. but it looks down. Oh, it actually gives you a detail. Orbiting Kerbal on splashdown. There's so much stuff that's splashed down. Holy crap. Hey, that one had some science in it. Splashdown. Hey, if stuff has science in it, that would be amazing. That has another 4.6 science. That makes this 100% worth it. At first, I was like, it's kind of tedious, but if it gives us science, that's so worth it. Let's recover. You've been playing a year now and still learning? Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not going to get into the, or get the hang of this game for a while, especially considering I play stoned every time. Recover. I don't need to be doing this for everything, but it looks like we only, there is still even more up here. Alright, I'll wait for this because it looks like we have 29 objects that I could potentially do that to, and that would take forever. So I'm not going to spend 29 more, well, 40 some odd clicks doing that. Good job. I can't even do math right now. That would be 58 clicks. If you double it up, that's 58. That's not 40 something. Alright, let me smoke this bowl, which will make my math skills even worse. And we will continue the stream and see what we can do next. I have plenty of science, 250 science. We could go in and learn some stuff, but I kind of want to finish our rocket. Oh, man. That one was hard to clear. All good. Okay, so let's go back to... do we have enough money? Hold on. Do we have enough money to upgrade our launch pad? I don't think so, and it'd be really stupid of us to do it. Because if I crash my rocket, I'd be bankrupt. And we don't have enough money. Okay. Wait, hold on. Level 3 only does maximum size of 140? What? No, I think that's just what we currently have. Okay. I think if you turn it to level 3, it'll have more. That was just strange. You'd expect it to tell you what the upgrade would be in the box below the upgrade option, but no, it tells you what your current status is. Okay, so, we don't have enough money for it. What contracts do we need to do then? We need to have the TT-70 in... Oh, well that's... Damn it. I haven't been able to do that yet. Let me think. Let's switch back to Twitch and Fam, wherever he is. Contains experimental parts. Alright, now. Let's fiddle with this for a second. This one wasn't the best rocket in the world, considering we couldn't get it to orbit. But let's see what happens if I fiddle with some more fuel tanks and engines. Let's get another one of these ridiculously oversized fuel tanks. Toss that on there. Toss that on. Now my thought was, if I have, I think 6 I could put on here. Yes, we are still within weight limit. Alright, let me then turn these to 95 or so. And then maybe just 100. Screw it. 95. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure we needed to lower the thrust on them because we had enough thrust with all 7 combined, but we didn't have the ability to get into orbit yet because it didn't have enough thrust to get us thrown out there. Let me double check that. Worst case scenario, I revert flight to launch, which is probably what's going to happen in the next minute. Once you get the physics and it becomes second nature, you might actually do better. Well, it's true. Let me hit the T button again. Let's get this thing up into orbit, hopefully. Throttle up because we do need the throttle. Sweet. Let's see how far this gets us up. Now, theoretically, we don't need to keep our throttle at max. As we run out of fuel on these solid fuel boosters, we'll start getting into the 2G mark, and I can start cutting back on our throttle. But I don't think we're going to have enough. Yeah, we're still not going to have enough, but I'll figure it out. Let me just throttle up to max and see what happens so I'm not fiddling with a varying range of throttles. Where do we have to detach on these? How much fuel do we have left? How far does it get us up into the atmosphere? We're about to have to detach. Detach. Now, how far does this get us up? Pretty much nowhere, because we are decelerating insanely fast. Let's see if I can even get up into the 70-kilometer range. I don't think I can. It's at 17,000. There's no way this thing's gonna get us up. Holy crap, and we're decelerating still. We're just about to flip it. It's turning back to accelerating, right? Hey, it's so slow. All right, but we do have a lot of fuel. So let's see what happens if I just keep going up. I pretty much can't turn horizontal until we are in the 70,000 range because I don't have enough thrust to get us to enough speed. This is such a stupid rocket, but let's see what happens. $30,000. I keep flipping back and forth because I want to see the fuel we have left. I guess I could always just click up here and watch it. We still have 4,000 fuel approximately. That's a lot. That's quite a bit. Apoapsis is still going up, which is great. It's going to take us about 40 seconds to get to it, which is even better. We need to get that over 70, maybe 80 or 90, and we're good. You're going to peace out on the stream. Going to go play some video games. See you later, Fun Bun. I appreciate you hanging out with us. It's looking good so far. Just keep pointing up until we get that apoapsis we need, because I don't have enough fuel. What? Hold on. It says we have 2,000 fuel left. How does that work? Apparently it counts our fuel total. Awesome. So this is a terrible rocket. Let me point closer up. Wait until we get to 70. I want to see if we can at least get into orbit with it, because we do have a contract to use the thruster in orbit, so. Oh! Wrong one. Didn't mean to do that. 40 seconds to get there. It is still going up slightly, so we're almost in space, but not by much. We virtually have no use for these engines because they have no thrust. We've almost reached 70,000. I wonder if we can actually keep burning for a full 30 seconds until we hit the apoapse. It does not look like it. Let me flip back. Oh, we do have enough fuel to. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to keep going up. Oh, lovely. Earth's gravity is stronger than all 4 of those engines. Wow. Yeah, we're still decelerating. If that eventually flips around and we start accelerating, then we're good. But I doubt it will do that. I can't start pointing horizontal until that goes to acceleration again. So weird. It's such a bad rocket. The rocket is pretty bad. I should redo it. Yeah, I should. I really just need a bigger bottom stage to it, because I don't have the weight capacity to do so. Trying to think, what else could we do? Oh, that I definitely couldn't. To get to 34,000 with everything attached, that would suck. Hey, we're starting to get acceleration again. It only took us, you know, a minute and a half. Well, if we're starting to accelerate, let's start pointing at a 45-degree angle, because it really doesn't matter if we're already out here. I just want to see if we can do something with this rocket. Theoretically, we shouldn't be able to. It's a terrible rocket, and we shouldn't use it. But I want to see what happens. Once your altitude is over 70k, spend all your time going sideways. Well, I could, but I'm not going to get an orbit speed with the amount of time it's going to take us to get to our apoapse. I need like 40 seconds to a minute of burn time to do that. Yeah, I lost quite a few seconds just tilting out a little bit there. I'm trying to chase it up and not have a problem right now, but who knows? We have way too much fuel weight. Like, we still have over 1,000 fuel on this spacecraft, so I'm wondering what we can actually do with it. It's not going to be very useful, but I'm wondering what we can do with it. If I would have spent all the time going straight up, we might have actually been able to do our thumper contract. Or our hammer contract at 490,000 meters, but oh well. It's fine. There's no way I'm going to have enough fuel to get us going fast enough sideways. And that apoapse is going to come up on us too quick. That sucks. Oh well. We just have a very extended gravity turn with like 3 different stages. Speaking of. Oh man, that's the thumper. Alright, well we need that at that highest speed. Shit. We do still have, before I completely revert that flight, we do still have a ridiculous amount of fuel in this, as you can tell. Like, after this thumper engine goes away, we have a stupid amount of fuel. And I should probably have been going completely horizontal for the thumper because how much thrust it has, but that's okay. Like, I bet we could land on the moon and come back with this amount of fuel. Like, it's insane. Bring our altitude up a little bit. Why is this fighting me so hard? There we go. I need that apoapse to come back up because we're in front of it, and that is really no-go. I'm running through this just to see what can happen. Like, how much fuel do we have left after we get into an orbit? Apoapse is again... Oh, wait, nope, it's still not in front of us. I need to get more speed. Vertical speed, thank you. Let it get in front of us, and then we get closer to it and chase it horizontal. All good. You never want to be fighting the opposite side of the curve. Being on this side, you can waste fuel, which I do frequently. But, yeah, on the other side, it is so bad. Because all you're doing is falling down while you're trying to turn into an orbit. Unless you're using that for, like, a slingshot or something, you're high enough out that you're not going to hit the atmosphere. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Speaking of... We're getting in front of it, but that's okay. It looks like we're about to get into orbit. Oh, shit, never mind. Our orbit was still a little bit shallow. Let's get it in front of us again. There we go. Now, how much fuel do we have after we get this? Oh, we're already in a fine orbit. How much fuel do we have? We still have 549 fuel, which is half the tank. I wonder if we could get to the moon and back. This is a terrible idea because we have no reason to do it. I wonder. It'd be interesting to test it. Worst case scenario, we revert launch or come hurtling into the moon. Both is kind of more entertaining than reverting it right now. Let's toggle the map. The moon is right on the opposite. Look how much debris there is. I wish I could toggle that off while I'm out here now. Docking mode, staging mode. Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. Up here, maybe? It's like, I'm not going to worry about it. Never mind, let me check. Nope. Okay, well, let's flip around to about here, I think. Let me set up the maneuvers. Oh, too far. Bring that back in a little bit. And how far low am I? Oh, I'm good. Then let's move this around until I find... There we go. Periapsis. We need to get that as close as possible so I don't waste an insane amount of fuel. There's 100 and... Wow, we're getting really close there. Okay, so it looks like about 50,000 and then accelerate maybe a little more. Oh shit, we can do this perfectly. 50,000. I just need to be very gentle with it. Oh, it is so sensitive. Alright, 10,000 is perfect. Now let's flip our happy ass around the Earth. I want to see how much fuel we have and see if we can do this. This is the whole point of a no-goals stream. I'm able to just fuck around and figure out orbits and mechanics and everything else. Take a quick swig of water before we come swinging on over to our maneuver. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Alright, cool. Now I need to go into prograde, I believe. That'll get us close to that dot. It does indeedy. Now let's get the next like minute and a half accelerated so I don't have to wait on it. There we go. Now it's going to be a pretty long burn, I assume. Probably about 30 seconds. So let's start at T-minus 15. Go! Hey, I wasn't too far off. It's about a 40-second burn. Now I need to flip this to stability assist and make sure to reset it so it doesn't start to go all over the place. And I'll try to chase the target in case it moves, but we should be pretty damn good. We look okay. 10 more seconds of burn time, and we still haven't even used a third of the fuel we had. And this is the hard part, getting out of Earth's gravity. Alright, let's chase it. We're there. Green. Get that out, and to the moon we go. Even with this shitty-ass rocket, we're gonna get to the moon. Let's go maybe 1,000 times. Go faster! As fast as we can, Captain! Come swinging in towards the moon. I want to test out this lander, too. If we can even get it to the moon, that'd be interesting. Re-accelerate time. Slow it down, because we're getting close to 1 million. I'm so sketched out with the time acceleration. I've come hurtling into the atmosphere too many times. Retrograde. Now, where along this axis... Ooh, it's a lot higher than it is supposed to be, but that's okay. 368,000. I figured, because we're going a little bit too far to the side. 368,000. Wait, 300... Immediately my brain fucked that up. Yeah, because I looked up and we're at 630,000 and it immediately switched the numbers on my head. And I'm like, wait, we're already there. 360,000. Approximately. Run on down. That works for me. Really, I don't even need to be in the map. We can see the moon as we come hurtling towards it. 50, we're about to see a whole screen full of moon for a while. That sounds completely different than what I'm intending, but 2, 1, slow down. And now, retrograde. Why is it not? Interesting. Am I still... No, I'm not time accelerated. Why is it... Am I out of electrical... I'm out of electrical charge! Well, that sucks. Can I roll? I have a solar panel. I can't. Ooh. Well, that's a problem. The solar panel's on the opposite side of the sun. Well, shit. Let's see if I can roll it at all. It's pointed away from the sun, so if we're in the worst position possible. I wonder, it's a bad idea. Hey, but it did start moving us. Alright, now let's board. We're tilted a little bit. Is our electric charge going up? No, not yet. I hit T and hit retrograde. If she happens to get any power. We are flipping around. We just need to roll in one way or the other. Doesn't matter which direction, and we can get solar panel power. What a weird problem to have. Yeah, we're going to see a screen full of moon for a while. There we go. Now we have electrical charge. That was so strange. Alright, let that fill back up, because we definitely need our battery power. I think we're at our point. We have to slow down, aren't we? I believe so. Let's start... Oops. Let's start doing that. Retrograde enabled, and... go. I could have kicked on the engines, because we have gimbal on these engines, but still, that was funky. I did not mean for that to happen. Oh! God, I hate it when I left click on accident rather than right click. And then it doesn't give me control anymore. It's like, no, you're fucked. Okay. We still have so much fuel. 70,000. Let's bring it down to 10,000. Oh, well, 7,000 works, I guess. This is going to be a hot lap of the moon. Just keep grabbing electrical charge while we're over here, because we drastically need it. And I'm not going to enable SAS until... Actually, we can disable it now because we're stable. Man, that was sketchy. I was like, are we going to hurtle right past the moon because I don't have enough solar panels or I don't have them in the right position? We're refilling now. I could accelerate time, I guess, because it's going to refill, right? Yep. Just let that refill as we go. We already have a quarter of our battery power back, which is nice. I think we are okay. Yeah, we're fine. Before we go to the dark side of the moon. Think I can get to Kerbal? I'm not certain. I'm going to try, but I don't think so. We only have 200 fuel. It's going to be kind of humorous if Valentina gets stuck on the moon with what's supposed to be our rescue vehicle. I'm pretty sure that's what they call irony. I am still wasting power. Something on here is wasting power, which is not great. But that's fine. We have 376. And now it's starting to charge back up. Okay, we're good on that. Go to 50 times again as we come hurtling down towards the moon. We need to be at about 7,000 orbit. Press T. Press retrograde. All good. Now, let's see if we can bring this in quickly. We just need to be staring at our peri-apps. Actually, no, our apo-apps too. Bring it down. Oh, man, we can bring it down quickly. Too quickly. Oops. Well, I'm about to come crashing this thing down into the moon. That was not what I was intending, but okay. Let's see if we have enough fuel to do it. No, we do not. Yeah, we barely have any fuel left. Valentina, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna let you come hurtling into the moon so I can revert the flight. And it's more entertaining. I'm sure we could... I take that back. I don't think we could even land right now because we're so high up. I decelerated a little soon, but we're so high up and we have so little fuel. That's what I was noticing as we were decelerating too quickly and I wasn't paying attention to our speed. We have so little fuel, there's no way we could ever get back to Earth. But I guess we could try to see if we land it. Worst case scenario, it comes hurtling into the moon as a giant new comet. So, I mean, that's a good idea, right? So, big boom? Probably. It's not going to be that big because there's not going to be a bunch of liquid oxygen and other propellants on it, but it'll probably come exploding into the surface. Do a suicide burn? Oh, at the last second, try to burn away from it? I can try if we have a little bit of fuel. And if that happens, we can just leave Valentina here until we upgrade the rocket again. She's used to that. I've done it before, unfortunately. We have full solar power, so we're good there. She'll be able to keep her cell phone charged at least. Hey, what's up, Shadow? You feel attacked by narwhals? "140 meters per second. Holy shit. Yeah, we are going to come hurtling into the moon. And no boom today, then boom tomorrow. Always a boom. Yup. There's no way we have enough fuel to actually slow us down. And obviously there's no air resistance, so it's not like we could try to slow down via that. I'm wondering. There's no way I could time this correctly because I just don't have the fuel. But let's see. If I waste it all right now... Oh shit, I should put retrograde back on, please. We're out of fuel, and we're going to come hurtling down at 40 meters per second. I'm so sorry, Valentina! Yeah, that was an appropriate face that she pulled. EVA! Let go! I will save you! What do you know? I saved her. I don't think there's a cockpit left. You would have definitely died. That's hilarious. Is there anything useful down there? I don't think so. That's great. I kept her alive. I saved her. Woo! Let's see what happens. I want to see if there's a capsule over here. I'm sure there's not. We're definitely going to have to revert this flight. Is that the hitchhiker's capsule? Hold on. Come here. Are you... Can I board you? If I can, then I'll come get you later. I don't think so. I think you have to... Hold on. F climb. It did not like me to do that. F climb. Grab a hold. Oh my goodness. We're gonna leave you there, Valentina. I'm so sorry, but that was hilarious. Now, let's go back to the Space Center. Oh, that's so great. Oh, that's awesome. Let's go back and see if we can make a rescue mission. And then that'll be the end of the stream to rescue Valentina again. We're going to have to use the swaggage ship. The Twitch has not been perfected. We'll have to get a bigger first stage on the Twitch. But if we use the swaggage ship, we should be able to jump back out, grab Valentina, come back, and we'll be okay. Summer, are you prepared for another extravagant adventure into space? Oh, that was amazing. Where is swaggage? Right there. Sweet. Now I'm gonna edit it just a bit because the way these rockets are set up kinda screws me. Let me bring them down a little bit, like so, right? Yeah, because that'll give us a more horizontal, or a more perpendicular takeoff, because we're not going to be leaning on one side or another. That is what I think has been causing our awkward takeoff every time. Now with that, let me check the staging. Looks all bueno. Yep. Save. Let's go save Valentina. See you later, It's Toka. Thanks for being here. I'm thinking about smoking another bowl before we do this, or at least on the way. Probably not a good idea. Maybe if we succeed. Hey, it looks more stable this time. Let's point that up. I need to start paying attention to my fuel or my electric charge. Yeah, it's going down drastically because I have SAS turned on. Okay, well, let's go. Let's see if we can do this. I'm actually pretty confident we can because we did this adventure not that long ago. This lander is great. It's a freaking amazing spacecraft. But I do have the problem of doing some awkward takeoffs with it, and I waste a lot of fuel. We will see how that goes this time around. Almost out of the solid fuel. 2, 1, go! Hey, we got a contract completed. What contract did we just do? Hey, we hauled the Terrier engine into flight above Kerbal at the proper speed. That's cool. We got a contract out of this flight, too. I should have throttled up a bit more, but we're still accelerating at a perfectly good rate. Oh, nice. We get a beautiful sunrise as we do this. Let me pull more 45-degree now. There we go. I need to roll just a bit to get this set up properly. There we go. Keep me stable. Now I'm sure I have a high enough altitude already. I do. So let's cut back on those engines. And then let's start pointing before we hit before we hit our top speed. Let's get up here. We have a minute 22 to get there. I don't know why I'm rushing. Right about so. And set our new stability control. Accelerate just a bit. I love how much debris is everywhere. It's kind of annoying, but it's amazing at the same time because you get to see how much is around us. 40 seconds. It's probably going to be a pretty long burn, so let's start burning at about 30. Screw it. Let's start burning now. I'll just go completely 90 and see what happens. We should have plenty of fuel. I'll go do a maneuver node at my apoapsis. Maybe? It depends on where my apoapsis actually is in the orbit. I might have a really funky orbit. I was burning way too early on this one. I'm gonna wait for a second so I can catch up. I could have been pointed more downwards, but it's fine. It's not like we went to 100,000 meters or something redonkulous. We didn't loft our orbit too much. Let's try to reposition just a hair and start the burn again. Sweet. Now we should have plenty of fuel in this next stage. You need something to drink, but all your grandma has is Pepsi? Pepsi's not that bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad. Bam! There we go. I say that, and then we're still not in orbit yet. Can I see my periapsis soon, please? There we go. I need that to be at least in the 70s. That's high enough for me. Alright, cool. Now, let's get a proper moon. maneuver going. I think right about here would work. Let's see. Bring this out. I'm so sketched out because this thing is so sensitive. Which makes sense. I mean, if you go deeper into space, that calculation is going to get exponentially faster. It's just goodness. Where is the moon? There it is. Grab the periapsis, which is at 2 million. That's a little steep. Let's bring that down the best we can to around 1.9, it looks like. And then I have to get more speed. Bring that in. 1.4. Get more speed. I'm just fidangling so I can get used to this. 800... 850 looks like is my lowest. Let's bring that down even more. There we go. 6,000 is actually a little too low. Let's go for 10,000. Sweet. Now, where is our vessel? It is over there. So let's re-accelerate through time until we get to a place where I can see that maneuver, which is going to take us approximately 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't need to slow down that fast. I don't know why I always slow down so quick. Still have a minute to go until we reach it. 40 seconds. 20 seconds. There we go. Now let's set some prograde shit. Hopefully we have enough electric charge to do this. Oh yeah, we still have plenty. We have less electric charge in total on this one than we do on the other spacecraft, and yet we ran out of freaking power on the other one. Why not infinite Bioshock? Huh? I'm so confused. Is that related to anything? I have to catch up with the chat. I'm so far behind. Do you ever watch some of Scott Manley's videos? Hell yeah, I do, but not his tutorials. I need to start. I watch all of his videos. That's what brought me into this. Oh, well, all is an exaggeration. All the ones that I think are entertaining. I'll pretty much see the random shit that he has pop up on Kerbal Space Program. He's like, the 5G challenge, and all these other random challenges that he comes up with, and they're amazing. Let's switch back to stability assist so I can change up my target, because we are a little off. There we go. Perfect. 130 seconds. Or seconds. 130 meters per second. About 5 more seconds of burn time, and we will be golden. 1. Sweet. It's green. Let's take that and see where it leads us. Looks like it's going to be a periapsis of 700, which is not what I wanted, but who cares? We should have plenty of fuel left. I think this is still in our main big stage. It is in our still big stage. We have plenty of fuel. Let's re-accelerate through time. You judge every customer that walks in the door. You hate most of them. That is why I don't work in retail. Let's let this fly us around. We want to get close to the moon. It looks like we're starting to come into our orbit. We are not. We actually have a while until we hit that moon encounter. Our periapsis will be at 794, it looks like. Who cares? Let's keep going in. We're at 9 million right now, so we're kind of far away. It slowed us down, which means it probably just changed our... Hey, there we go. So we have 794. I want to bring that in a lot. Can I go into retrograde and mess around with that a bit? I'm going to have to slow down time in order to do that, but that is alright. I guess the most efficient way is to do it right as you're hitting the periapsis, but I want to see what happens. It does bring it in, but not nearly enough. We'll do a funky-ass entry. It's all good. We look like we should be able to line up pretty well with that other spacecraft. Valentina, we are on our way, and the music is oddly silent right now, so I'm sorry. It's very awkward every time I go silent. I'm trying to focus on if we can get to this periapsis without dying. Almost there. I should probably right-click on it so I can actually see a time limit. Well, that didn't work. Hey, we have some music again. It's like, you're finally figuring out what you're doing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Retrograde and burn with our last of this engine, which is going to immediately run out. And burn with this engine too. Sweet. Yeah. Dollar General, if you spend over $100 here, just get some help. That's hilarious. Let's get our periapsis and our apoapsis set up. Actually, our apoapsis is almost, or now our periapsis is almost perfectly lined up where we want it to be. You know, I might just bring that all the way in for a landing. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Let's bring it down to like 5,000 meters. Maybe 10,000 meters just for... Nah, 5,000 meters. We'll just leave it there and see what happens. See if we explode or not. F5, because we have a shitload of fuel and we're coming into the moon and we are good. I didn't see the quick save thing, so I'm going to do it again. Sweet. Now, let's take off stability assist to keep our electric charge for a little bit. Let's come flinging around the moon. Not quite that fast, please, because it kind of sketched me out just a bit. Here we come. Valentina, we're coming for you. I should probably set a target. Hit 150. We'll jump out real quick. Twitchin' fam lander debris. That's what I need. Oh, it's actually way above us. That's no bueno. Can I set it as a target? Oops. That was not what I intended to do. Oh, shit. I need to very quickly go back out into space. Please load fast. You want to be saved, don't you? Here we go, swaggage, switch to. Now it's going to have to load for a second again. Oh, this is no bueno. I'm glad I started at like 100,000 meters. Alright, now let's go back here. That didn't even look like the right piece of lander debris, but I'll take it. Set as target. And now let's go back in. Where's the moon? The giant moon that we're about to come hurtling into. We can't even see it yet. Let's accelerate time just a hair. As we come in under like 70,000 meters, we should be able to see it. Man, I need another water bottle soon. Maybe a Dr. Pepper. If we land, I'll go grab something. Time acceleration, deceleration is freaky when you're stoned. Hell yes it is. I am so paranoid every time I use it. And the slow ramp up and slow ramp down freaks me out so bad. Alright, I think we're getting close. And by close, it's still very far away, but it's fine. Who cares? We have plenty of electrical charge, so let's toss that on. Let's toss on retrograde. We are pulling power, so I think I might turn that off for a second. Let it recharge. Are we able to get power from here? We're not. Alright, is it because the solar panels are at a weird position? Yes. Alright, let me roll. right there. That's fine. Okay, that should be giving me some power back, right? Yes, it is indeedy. That's perfect. Now, can I see how far along this line we are? We are still really far away. Alright, but I need to move it up. So we need to point further down on our compass. 270 would not be right. I'm trying to think. 90 degrees. Let me get this correct real quick. T, stop my persistent rotation. Thank you. 90 degrees would be trying to even it out that way, which actually would work. We need to go higher than 90 degrees. We need to go almost more north. But that means the exact opposite because we need to point north. Screw it. Let me point north and see which way it sends us. Which will be like 45 degrees, 15 degrees. We'll see. I don't want to go completely north. Actually, no, it probably wouldn't be that big a deal. Let's go to 360/0 north. Here we go. Where does this take that line? Does it take it where I want it to? It does, slowly but surely. And our apoapsis is coming in because I'm burning on the opposite side of the periapsis, but it's fine. It's bringing our line in a lot closer. Okay, cool. That's all I'm going to burn. Let's go retrograde, and then let's start going towards our objective. Sweet. We may have to fly over there. We may have to waste some fuel fiddling around with it, but that is all right with me. We should start seeing our objective now as all this slow textures glitch in and load. Yes, we can see where we need to go. Now, do I want to go in 100% retro? Probably help. I'm going to come in very low with these mountains. 91 kilometers away. Alright, let me turn on stability assist. I think we'd need to go like... easiest way to get there would be 360, would be at the bottom. That works. Let's add a little bit of height to us. Come on, there we go. Down. Let's add a little bit of height and try to get us closer, because we have still plenty of fuel. That looks like it will work. Needed to go a little bit higher. Let's come back down to 90. I'm trying to bring that line up north. My periapsis is still like 8,000 meters, so we're fine there. Okay. Let's see how close we are. Let it glitch out and load for a second. Turn this back to retrograde. How far away? 45 kilometers. That is still excessively far away. My orbit is terrible. Please stay on the screen. Why won't you stay there? Oh my goodness. Left click, right click. Neither one works. Both click. Okay, so let me get this to a better angle. We are very, very far from there. Decelerate. I actually accelerated us in a very funky angle. I don't want to have to walk her 28 kilometers. That would suck. Where are the other astronauts riding? Oh, did I not? God darn it. I had a version of this that had a crew capsule. I can't believe you were the only one to spot that. Well, that's a problem. Well, never mind. Hold on, let's revert launch. I can't. Not until we have a problem with it. Shoot. Maybe if I slam it into the surface. Let's just slam it into the surface real quick and then revert to our launch. I had a version of this that the Science Junior was replaced with the crew capsule, and I must not have saved it. I feel so dumb. Now is definitely the time for a bowl, then. Not necessarily because I made the stupid mistake, but because I'm gonna have to do all this over again. I have to smoke a bowl. Almost all of our horizontal speed is gone. I could return this back to Earth for some reason, but there's really no point. There we go, and then just accelerate time as we come hurtling into the moon. Sorry, Summer. I'll see you in like 5 minutes. You really don't need to keep this thing stable, but I appreciate it. You're still trying to do your job so well. But I have to... Actually, you know what? Can I switch you into prograde? Because that kind of guarantees a nice, quick ending. Alright. Can I not revert this, please? It won't let me. What a bitch. I guess once you use quick save, you're not allowed. Well, that's a pain in the ass. I thought you could still revert after you crashed. All right, well, let's load save. Let's load the persistent, which would be possibly my reputation goes down on day 25. Probably day 25 is the last quick save, right? If that's the case, we have to return her to Kerbal because we get money back. Do we have Summer here, or is she out in space? I have a feeling she's out in space. I don't know why it sent us to the space center. Please load. Thank you. Do I have Summer in my crew? Swaggage, autosave ship. There's gotta be one of those Swaggage versions that has test lander. I feel like that might have been it, but I'm not certain. Alright, crew. Summer, are you here? You are not. You are in space somewhere. Leave. Let's see if we can find her. I'll probably have to load the last save before this one. Goodness gracious, it takes so long. Load save. Day 24. Do I have Summer now? I don't want you to die for my stupid stoner mistake. Oh shit, I do have her. Okay, well, before I immediately come hurtling back, well, this is gonna be awkward. I could switch out Summer and Valentina, but really there's no point. Let me go out. We have plenty of fuel to go whipping around the moon. Let's do that real quick. Still come whipping around. We're decelerating slightly because we're coming into orbit. Very close to the surface, I might add. And then we're going to come whipping back out of it. We're going to have to accelerate in prograde whenever we get around. Thank you for that. I think about here would be good. I'm always terrible at this. Sure, let's start accelerating here in prograde and then see what happens. It should be very, very easy to launch us back towards Earth. Can you, like, be pointed better? I guess it doesn't matter. I was like, can you be pointed better? Because you are in a very odd orbit. There we go. Periapsis. Already is coming back in, so I need to wait. There we go. Turn it to retrograde and toss us through space and time as we escape the moon's gravity, come back to Earth, safely land somewhere, and then correct our mistake. As long as Summer's still alive. I don't want to risk 2 astronauts for no freaking reason. Grab here. Can I retrograde just a bit and fix this? Or I can bring it in slightly, but I'm at my apoapsis, so I don't know if I want to... who cares? You're probably not... You're hopping out of here. Your dad's home. He probably doesn't want to watch. Alright, see you later, Narwhals. Thanks for dropping by. It's been another fun Kerbal Space Program stream. 2.6 million. I'm going to keep bringing that down because we have way more than enough fuel. That's why I didn't go through a whole maneuver-in bullshit, because there's no need this time around. 1.3, 1.2, 1.1... 900... Somewhere around 50,000 meters will be fine. Almost there, 300, 200... I know you guys are probably watching it just as close as I am. What? Periapsis. Okay, I don't know why it changed purple there for a second. Oh, there's another moon encounter. It's like, what is going on? Let's get that to 55 and then see what the moon encounter does to us. Shouldn't do much. And then we escape the moon and keep coming back down. Cool. Where's our periapsis? 55,000. That's exactly where I want it. Let's come flying in towards Earth. Actually, we can do this all in the nice fancy as we see Kerbin just slowly spinning in an amazing circle. Hey, can anyone? Nope. Too bad Fun Bun and Narwhals aren't here. My channel is not big enough for that type of crap. Please don't advertise on my channel. Thank you. Slow down even more as Earth turns purdy and in the dark. We are coming in very quickly. 250,000, 200,000. I should probably stop it after we hit maybe 100,000. And we're good. All right. Flip us back into retrograde and start slowing our happy ass down. Guess we don't really need to watch this, but it is cool enough on its own. We could almost land on the poles, it looks like. Coming on down. I'm so glad I changed the ambient lighting and everything else so you guys can see everything. It looks so much better. Funbun is attacking you on Discord? Well, that's no bueno. He was supposed to be playing video games. Slowing down even more. We have a lot of vertical speed right now bringing us down towards Earth. And I don't think we're going to have... We have plenty of fuel, no problem there, but I don't think we're going to have enough time to slow down before we hit the atmosphere. This is going to be a very hot re-entry, but it is okay. Around 50,000 kilometers is when we're going to start getting some serious atmosphere drag. How much electric charge do we have? Plenty. Oh man, the mouse is so wonky right now. Stop it, mouse, you're drunk. I want to look that way without looking down. Alright, that's good enough. We still have so much speed and we're about to hit the atmosphere. Alright, well. I hope that we can slow down fast enough with our engines in full tilt. Our air drag is going to continue. Oh man, this is going to be a hot re-entry. 40,000, things are about to start heating up. You'll start seeing the little overheating bars in just a second. But it looks like we have plenty of fuel. We still are going to be able to slow down quite a bit. I think we're going to be fine. It's just going to be really toasty in there. Summer's used to this, though. She knows I'm not the best at math. Coming down still pretty quick. What's my surface speed? 1800. It's not too shabby. We haven't seen the overheating lines yet, and I was expecting those a long time ago. We're about to get into the 1600s, which means our G-force is about to go through the freaking roof. As our air resistance just goes, or our drag goes through the roof. Almost there. G-force is starting to creep up. It'll peak here in a moment. Still have plenty of liquid fuel. This is a very toasty coming back in, but it is all good. It's like the engine ignores heat whenever it's turned on. Slowing down. We actually might be able to land over there, but who cares? We're still going to probably have a splashdown. 900 meters per second. Cut the engines because we don't need them anymore. Actually turn them on a little bit for gimbal. Try to keep this thing stable. Put out our feetsies. 18,000 meters above the surface. Yeah, we're definitely going to have a water splashdown, but this is perfect. What a great landing. Good job, Summer. Well, shit, now that I've been streaming for 3 hours, I don't know if we should do another one to try to rescue Valentina, or maybe we should wait till the next stream for that. Another Valentina rescue mission. Seems like we do quite a few of those nowadays, but it would be fun to have that as the starting as the next stream and have an actual goal rather than me just fiddling around for 3 hours. So I think what I'm going to do is wait here. We're going to stage, we're going to land safely, we're going to hopefully collect some data from the water if possible, probably not, but if possible, and then we're going to recover the whole thing and be all good. I'll probably call it quits to the stream then, so that I can go eat some dinner and take it easy for the night. We're at 3,000 meters, so we can let those start taking hold. Cut our engines, because there's no point now. Not until we get to the sea level. The landing zone. Might as well toss our other chutes up here in just a second. Get under 1,000 meters. Toss. And it should almost immediately activate and bring us down to like 9 meters per second or so. As we decelerate, all good. 10 meters per second. Sweet. Now let's get closer to the water. We really don't need our landing legs out. I don't know why I always do that. 300, 200, 100, 150. There we go. Right before I hit, we'll accelerate and splash down. A little bit of debris, but it's okay. Let's recover. Because half the science shit just ripped off, and I'm not going to deal with it, because I can't click on it. But that's okay. At least Summer's alive. She didn't die on the moon for no reason. Retract my landing gear. I did, Mitch, and I still had a crash landing, but she's alive, so it's cool. I think I'm going to call it quits here. We have a goal for the stream next time, rather than me just plinking around for no reason. I was hoping to get the Twitch rocket done today, but we don't have enough money to get a larger landing pad. But we're going to call it quits here. It's not necessarily a success, but we did bring Summer back twice. I am happy with that. We have the beginnings of a new rocket. We have the new lander setup, which is a great lander setup. We just, unfortunately, suck at landing it. I should say I suck at landing it. I shouldn't put the blame on everyone. It is our stream, yet my problems. Thank you once again for watching. I think I'm going to call it quits here. We'll stream Kerbal Space Program again in 2 days. And Minecraft again tomorrow, as long as my computer's not glitching too bad. Past that, I'm going to go get some dinner, so I will see y'all tomorrow.